Hello.
Clack, 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 clack.
Hello.
Lickety clack.
Yo, what up?
Hello. I am currently making sure that I have everything ready.
Uh-huh.
So
For
how
what?
is your guys' day? For battles.
Oh.
You see, I
I'm
changed
doing
my
alright.
layout a little bit.
Did you?
Yes, I did. I even bought some
You
expensive
have nothing but
things.
bombs.
No, I'm actually removing some swords.
But why?
Because while they hit a lot, they didn't really damage a lot.
But you have, like, multiple other options.
Yeah.
You have, like,
What about cats?
Cats.
they are the
Always
swords of
cats.
animals.
Mm-hmm.
The swords of animals?
I mean, they function like the swords, therefore I'm gonna use them.
Huh.
And also different cards. More cards. I'm keeping one bomb. You're welcome.
Oh, good. Alright, I'm glad. Like,
Now-
use a card, like the bomb?
I'm one bomb, yes.
Hmm.
But main thing to make sure of with this new setup, I'm a lot squishier than I was before.
Why is that?
I am now stronger. I went for an offense
That doesn't
setup.
Ah.
Oh, glass
Mm.
cannon.
Cannon.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, you made it
Yeah.
into glass. Got
So
it.
if you look at my HP here, before it was on average like 1700, now it's like 12 on each.
Oh.
And also Shoko is now wearing the Mr. Mew hoodie.
Very good.
Good.
So,
Yes, she is.
last time we left off, the world ended with us.
No, it
Mhm.
didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, kind of it did.
And then went back in time! And I learned something very sad between streams.
Mm.
What was that?
This button right here to read the chat log,
Uh-huh.
it works for the
Oh.
overworld dialogue too.
Yeah,
Oh, we
the
haven't had a
super
stream
fast
to found that
overworld
out.
dialogue that we were complaining was way too fast to read. We could have
Mhm.
gone back and read every single one of those if we had wanted to.
It's fine.
It's
Well,
okay.
One of them had a lot of plot relevant stuff, so I wish I knew before
Well,
we got
that's
past that point.
dumb. That's on the
Yeah,
dev's
it's so
fault.
fast.
Yeah.
They're not even voiced.
Now,
Yeah, now that we know for a fact that they are not voiced, it's stupid. It's dumb. It's bad.
some are voiced apparently.
Well, that's even
Thankfully-
dumber.
Yeah.
But yeah, so over here you can see I bought a lot of things. I've done a lot since last time. I am missing one food.
Hmm.
One food.
One food.
What food could it be?
Do
gonna
you
tell
know
you
where
what's
it's
inside of
sold?
it.
Yes. Can I get there? Most likely not. I also have 650,000. Oh yeah, we were
Karia.
going to help. Last time we left, we were going to help Karia to fend off some noise, so that we finally can see Shiki.
That's
great.
right.
They were around.
Yes. Let's go.
How's it hanging, wicked twisters?
Hey, Karia.
So the rumors were true. You really are back, phones.
In the flesh, you holding up okay?
You've been better, man. Those noise really did a number on me. Wish Izuki could have stuck around to lend a hand, but it is what it is.
And what it is teeming with noise.
Yeah, something funny about that cafe. Drawing in noise like flies to a lollipop.
Ew.
No rest for the wicked, I guess.
Karia, ew.
Please let us help.
Can't say no to an offer like that.
Let's go. It's bears.
Eat your lollipop faster. Bears!
Oh,
So
so
gotta
many
put it down if you're talking to somebody, or...
kitties and cards.
Oh, God. Wait, do we summon Mr. Mew now?
Yes. I changed the
That's
source to
fun.
Mr. Mew.
Oh, that's fun.
Amazing. Love that.
Mr. Mew,
I
let's
guess
go.
that's fine.
Kitty!
I'm a little surprised we didn't unlock that sooner.
That was
Fly,
your
kitty.
unlock at the final or previous boss fights.
Huh.
That's how lucky you got
What
it.
was What was that one?
And
I don't
all
remember.
all the different noise that shapeshifted into different noise.
Alright.
Also, I checked out what Shiba was actually weak to. He's
Water.
weak to ice.
That's some garbage. Okay.
And Mr. Mew is ice.
I see.
Oh. Because they're so cool?
Yeah.
The noise are nigh innumerable.
She's right. We don't exactly have all day here. We gotta convince Shiba to help us before it's too late. There's gotta be something we can do to stop the noise. But what? What can we do? Hey!
What?
What's the matter, Zeptograms?
In the flesh.
You having trouble calculating the distortion?
Huh?
Mr. Minami! I got to it a little early.
Stop being OP.
No.
Well, well. Looks like you took Taboo to a whole new level.
You what you doing here, pieface? Just came to check my figures. See what that little variable I integrated can really do, you know.
Unfortunately, I don't. But does that mean that we can leave the noise to you?
I didn't hold our phones!
Listen, we need to go see Shiba as soon as possible. What do you say? Can you lend us a hand here for Shibuya's sake?
The only sake that interests me is my own.
All the more reason to help us then. I know you've got your sights set on the city.
Quick!
Quit?
Queh?
Thank you, Fred.
And you can't take over if it gets erased.
Kubo.
I'm on to you, Zeptogram. You manipulated time again, didn't you? And that trash you made was too tough to handle. So, am I right?
Yes, you're right. But I'm doing everything I can to save the city and us. Not you too!
I've already factorized the garbage you created. Turns out it's a product of the rejected cognitive energy of souls lost to time.
I'm surprised you figured it out.
I am not, and that energy keeps multiplying. I just know things. I just understand things. I'm stronger than everything. It's fine.
Wait a sec. Didn't the Kubo guys say something like that before?
Yes.
All the cognitive energy from the would-have-been history gets replaced by a brand new set of thoughts. But now that old cognitive energy got nowhere to go, it's just waste. And all that energy is stored right here inside the pin. Every time we create it to change our fate, that noise grows stronger. And now, it's so strong we don't stand a chance against it.
The odds of winning are close to zero, but not equivalent.
Nice!
If you align similar figures to the original source coordinates, you can override them.
You're gonna have to run that by us again then.
By taking the cognitive trash you created with that pin and replacing all those lost souls with the living souls of Shibuya. But in order to do that, you'll need to awaken the people's consciousness.
Brett!
No.
What does that mean? Can't beat that trash while Shibuya is still an operative. I'll leave the rest of the calculations to you.
You're saying that because you don't know.
I didn't fully understand what he just told us to do. But...
Me neither.
I think to undo Shibuya Syndrome, and as maybe Shinjuku as well. So it's not impossible, but it's pretty damn close.
Rindo,
How are we supposed to awaken the people's consciousness? Maybe Kaya would know what to do. I'm sure he and Rhyme will be able to come up with something. Beat?
Zip.
Can you relay all that stuff Minamoto just said to Rhyme? She and Kaya might be able to come up with a way to suppress the noise.
Oh, for sure, you got it, man. I just gotta understand it first.
What exactly did Pieface say? How about this? I'll talk, you type.
Good plan. Okay, all that's left is convincing Shiba to help. And Yamamoto got the cafe at the noise under control. Which would mean Tsugumi should be freed soon enough. Everything's gonna work out. I'm gonna make sure it does, no matter what.
That's some loud typing, Pete.
I'm trying, man. He said so many words.
Wander?
I am here.
There you
So
go.
there was a train going by. Man, time travel sure sounds slick. Even if it's not without its downsides. Gotta say though, I'm surprised. You never struck me as the advice-giving type of guy.
I'm not in it for them. The only equation I'm interested in is solving is my own.
He's a real character, that one.
The real.
But hey, I guess I can't complain as long as he's on our side.
The
But for
Baryon!
how long?
long though? Boy,
worry
he
about
sure showed up randomly, huh?
He does
Help
that.
out.
No
He
pomp or
does do that.
circumstance.
It's Joe. What do you expect? Oh, there's multiple
You
places
just
to go.
showed up.
Hey Jay, look, consequences to the time travel thing.
Yeah.
The thing you asked about. Time travel
There's
consequences.
consequences to time traveling.
Oh, the birds.
Yeah.
Yes?
I will think on it.
Man, how many times have I done this now? How many times have I made that noise even stronger? No, I can't think like that.
Rindo?
Oh, Shoka.
Oh, sure.
Rindo?
Yeah?
You okay there?
No. Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm not buying that. You've been on edge all day. Like you're fighting for your life.
I mean,
You
you're not
are,
wrong.
but
But this time I'm more fighting for your life too. Not you as in only your life. I mean everyone's life, but you.
Everybody.
You know what I, mean.
Oh, good, nice cat.
nice save.
Yeah, good.
I don't want to.
What?
want to get
Is my
erased.
life not worth saving by itself?
I mean, ah! And I don't want anyone else to get erased either. So I'm doing everything I can to make sure that doesn't happen.
Good.
Yeah! Help us, please.
Hey, is that?
Hishima, hey. I've
Sorry,
said that
Joe.
line like 5 times already.
Is this actually the 4th time we've had this conversation?
In this day alone, yes. Well met, Wicked Twisters. Listen, we need your help. You sound as if you rehearsed that line. I've definitely said it before. I had a feeling. A sensation not unlike deja vu. Even though you changed the course of fate, it seems the portion of my previous consciousness has remained intact.
Huh?
Really?
You appear troubled. It's just... those memories will combine with others so like it becomes an enormous noise. That's what we're up against. I see. And if we want to stand a chance, we'll need all the help we can get. Including yours and Shiba's. Do you think you can convince him to lend us a hand? I can't object
No.
to someone more persistent than myself. Though she was not easily persuaded. Yeah, you mentioned that before. You said Tsugumi could help.
Well, now she's finally free. Which means you should be able to get a hold of her now. Mind giving it a try?
You want Tsugumi and I to ask Shiba to lend us his strength. It's the only way. Please. Very well. None among us desire Shibuya's destruction. I shall do what I can to assist you in your plight. Thank you. I'll see you at the crossing then. Yeah!
So did Shiki fixing Mr. Mew happen like off camera?
I'm guessing because we
guess.
helped Karya, now Chiki actually got to Mr. Mew.
I see.
Okay, Ishima and Tsugumi should be able to get Shiba on our side. That still leaves the noise. No, it'll be fine. Rhyme and Kaya will figure something out. I mean, I think the game has already showed us Chiki, just not the face!
I don't think that was Shiki. Still think that was Rhyme.
The one with the Mr. Mew bag?
I don't remember this moment.
There was... So when I replayed a bit, I saw someone arriving in town, and they had the Mr. Mew bag, which Rhyme didn't. It looked distinctly different from Rhyme. I just know they will. But that was like 3-4 streams ago. Anyway, Togisaka! Rhyme, Kaya, help!
3 or 4 streams ago was like 3 or 4 months ago.
Kaya and Rhyme should have met up by now. I better go check in on them. Sure they come up with something, right? I just hope it's not too late. Help us! This is still none of the shops I want to go to. Beat!
Ram! Fred! Whoa, hold on a sec. Same joke. That's Beat's sister?
Good to see you two.
Wait, you know her, dude?
Guess once, Fret.
I don't want to.
It's
Hi.
hot.
I'm Ryan Mabito, but you can call me Ryan.
Oh, well, I'm Tosa Furusawa, and you can call me Fred.
Fret. And you must be Nagi. Which would make you Rindo, right? Thanks for reaching out. I think I got what the Minamoto was saying. Good. So, were you able to come up with anything?
Wait, Math Man? What's he got to do with this?
Mothman?
Moth Man?
Mothman?
Well, he's not exactly cooperating with us. But it did provide us a little intel about the noise we're up against. It's made from the lost soul left behind when I turned back time.
If you align similar figures to the original's soul's coordinates, yeah, okay, you can override them by taking the cognitive trash you created with that pin and replacing all those lost souls with the living souls of Shibuya. It's easy. Just go.
Remove the common denominator. I get it.
So those lost souls are corrupted data we've identified. But if we can tap into the souls that exist in this timeline, that shouldn't be able to use them to erase all that excess data.
We should be able to.
Yet his radiance sounded less than optimistic. He said we must first awaken the people's collective consciousness.
What, Jay?
Why does she like show so much again?
Because it looks
'Cause
like the game.
Yeah.
Show looks like a character from her game.
Oh. If only Fret was so lucky.
Oh.
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, Shibuya Syndrome has really thrown a wrench into things.
Oh. Gotta ease
Woo,
back into this one.
woo. Indeed, the people's souls have been sapped of their energy. Oh, they may not be of much help in their current state.
Oh no.
That said, human souls are known to regenerate on their own.
What?
Time heals all wounds, as one would say.
Exactly. So long as the affected souls remain intact, we should be able to aid their recovery and get them to lend us their strength. Let's see. We got Fret and Nagi, then Neku. Beat can... Well, he can provide backup.
What you trying to say?
And Neku's strong, so he should be at the center of the network.
Does that make it a Neku word?
For that, I'm leaving and grabbing myself a soda. Give me 2
I love
seconds.
No, come back.
No.
You're the
wait,
one
no.
streaming.
I know.
Jay!
I didn't calculate properly.
I'm trying
Control. Keep on
Fred be
control.
like,
Too
we
bad.
haven't made a
I'm
joke in a while. I'm gonna throw a joke in there.
No.
One could say that.
Didn't you hate name puns?
Oh,
Oh,
Thank you,
thank you.
Rescue.
Thank you, Jokin.
What do you think, Kaye? Exactly. You know, maybe this will work after all. So, Rindo. Yeah? If we combine all our powers together, I think we might just have a fighting chance here. Welcome to Sap's Hour. You really think so? I do. And I dubbed this plan... I'm scared of whatever is about to happen. Is it gonna be a callback to when Fret did like Wicked Twisters or whatever shenanigans?
Make it a pun. Make it a pun.
Operation Awakening. Oh, a little basic. Pretty cool, right?
I like your crown
Yeah, but-
pen.
What is it?
Well, Neko uses his powers to sync up with everyone in Shibuya.
All of them?
Yep. Then Nagi uses her powers to open their minds.
'Tis a daunting task.
And that's when you come in, Fret. You're gonna get them excited.
How exactly?
Galaxy Brain.
Oh.
By using your powers to remind the people of the joy they felt when they were here in Shibuya. Right now they've forgotten the thrill of life. But you're gonna help them all remember.
Give them happy thoughts.
Yeah. Kind of
Any
a help
happy
too,
little
but
thought.
we've got to get ready. We'll catch up with you later. Okay, great. Thanks, Rhyme. See you in a bit. I got social network update with Rhyme.
Finally.
We already had Rhyme, didn't we?
Yeah,
I
but
don't
now
think
I
we
wonder. We did, but I wonder now if I can unlock her like thought.
Oh.
Or
Thing.
skill.
I can. Sometimes increases group. Yes. I've got some more friendship points. So I've unlocked for everyone else except for Hishima because his one is pretty useless.
Okay. Yeah, save it for other characters.
Yeah, I'm hoping one of these two will have something really good to give me here. You...
It's got, man, that one between the two of them has got to be Joshua, right?
It has to be Joshua.
Are we just waiting for
It
Joshua
can't
to show back
not
up?
be.
It's gonna be Joshua.
Now,
Howdy, y'all.
No.
I realized I've forgotten.
Okay, another question. Do you guys think that Joshua is currently disguised as someone else?
Who would it be,
I don't
though?
know.
I really don't know. I
don't
just don't know.
Shoka.
Oh no.
No.
Cheeky.
And then Joshua transforms back and he's just like, I can go back if you want.
Please do. I wonder if maybe Neku isn't Neku?
You think Neku's Joshua?
I
Neku
mean,
is Joshua.
the same kind of light showed up when he showed up, didn't it?
Oh. Yeah, Joshua would though.
He
He
would.
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 What was the name of my new godly person who showed up like out of nowhere last time?
Let's make sure I remember his name. It was his something. Hasuki Mikagi.
Hazuki. It would be a little bit too easy for you to just be Joshua.
Yeah, it
Yeah. I don't
And
think.
they're
I don't think he
different
is.
profiles on this thing.
Yeah.
I think this guy's just another
Well, like
angel.
Neku has a profile.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Technically,
And
every
Neku is okay. So it's not Neku. Maybe Joshua isn't disguised. He's just gonna show up.
Maybe
Yeah, maybe he's just waiting for his time.
either Joshua is trapped or something's preventing him, or he's not giving a shit about Shibuya anymore. Anyways,
But
back to-
wasn't the whole point of the last game to make
Exactly.
him give
Yeah.
a shit about Shibuya?
Yes.
I
Maybe
want to
there's
punch him more now. So first we gotta talk some sense into Shiba, and then we do it again.
Did you even read what Kaie sent to us?
I was typing.
Neku's gonna sync up with everyone in Shibuya from the crossing. Then Tsugumi will send out a vision to awaken their consciousness from the top of 10-4.
I thought it was wonderful.
It doesn't matter. It's the same, which will leave their minds ready for Nagi to open. Once she does that, Fret can send out one big reminder to the whole city.
Word. So what are we supposed to do? Backup and defense? The Reaper's just taking care of all the noise, yeah?
Yeah, and once we have Shiba on our side, we'll split up and work from there.
I am unsure of the feasibility of this plan.
But if we don't feast it, Shibuya's toast. The whole city's counting on us.
That's right.
The Weepas will handle the noise prowling about the city.
Perfect. Thanks, Kaye. For the whole swallow thing, too.
Hmm?
So, Kai is the one who gave her the swallow account, I'm guessing.
Probably.
You are most welcome. It was my pleasure.
Just wanted to thank you while I still can.
Uh,
If it wasn't for the account you made for me, I'd probably still be friendless and alone. But I'm not anymore.
I'm happy for you. It's wonderful to see you finally wanting to open up. Yeah.
I guess.
You always struck me as profoundly lonely, and you were so cold to others. I wanted to help somehow,
You were alone now.
and I thought, since you struggled with face-to-face communication,
Oh,
why
yeah?
not try a digital medium? And it appears to have worked.
Yes. She struggles with face-to-face communication.
This isn't about me. Incidentally, if you are reinstated as a Weeper, I will be able to return your Swallow account to you. Wink.
Thanks, but no thanks.
She's gonna become human?
Are you certain? Oh.
Yeah. Now let's do this.
She's gonna swallow her pride.
Nice. Nice.
So I'm not gonna get that soft serve ice cream before it's...
so which is funnier? That
You don't need it. You can get it off camera if you want it so bad.
So which is funnier? That voice is his text-to-speech sound, and he doesn't know how to change it, or that voice is just what everyone collectively thinks he sounds like.
Because of the phone.
What's wrong? You scared of progress? Don't want to talk
Yes.
to the progress man?
Yes,
You don't
I
want to
wanna-
talk to the progress
Forget
man?
about the ice cream.
But
Oh.
I will probably get an achievement if I do it. I wanted to show
Oh,
it
who
on stream.
It doesn't matter.
I want to show it on stream.
Ice
Oh.
cream.
Progress man arrives. Well, look who it is. My favorite sheeple.
I know your weakness now, it's ice.
Shiba, listen.
Sugumi. And you. Quite the odd couple. Not to mention the motley crew standing behind you.
Motley Crue
We
is here?
need your help.
Awesome.
Please.
Is that really you in there? She's ever been. Someone sealed her soul inside that doll, but now she's finally free. What a pleasant surprise. In any case, the game is still afoot. I'd appreciate it if you stayed out of my way.
Perhaps you haven't heard, but the rules have been revised. I'd be mortified if I were caught abiding by outdated protocol.
Never thought I'd see the day when you'd be offering me advice. But go on. Enlighten me. What have I missed? Who had the audacity to revise the rules to my game without my permission?
His name is Kubo. Hopefully you remember.
Right,
Kubo.
fucking Kubo.
Fuck!
Who the heck? Challe, what? He's a player? No, a reaper.
Was a Reaper, but he got erased. Well, not really erased, but changed. Oh, I'm a little bit quiet. Let me fix that.
He got Control Alt deleted.
Drag to recycle bin, empty recycle bin.
And then also, just for my own ears, there we go.
What'd he do?
He gave you a new power, named you the Executor.
Hang on.
Executor.
How do you know about all that? And moreover, why is it that I can't remember?
Because Kubo was exercised in the future.
Ah.
Exercised. So wait, does he have like a vague memory of Kubo? It seems like maybe. he
Maybe?
might.
Well, Kubo did something directly to him to give him the powers, so how would he be able to have the powers but not interact with Kubo?
Ah!
This Is he the only one that remembers a little? That's interesting.
Shiba's a very powerful Reaper. Removed from existence entirely, from the UG, the RG, even from your memories. He'll only be just a memory, not even that. Even though he was running the game with you this whole time, Kubo may be gone. But his rules are still in play. He's made sure this game will end in total chaos.
And why should I believe you?
Because I was one of his pawns too. He used us to erase Shibuya.
Which is precisely what I desire as well.
No, you don't. I've seen the future and you don't survive. You get swallowed up by the noise just like he planned.
Sad.
He used you to erase Shinjuku. That's the reason Kubo approached you in the first place. I have reason to believe that he may have been sent, or he may have been an angel sent to destroy the city.
An angel?
Assuming he was, everything begins to make sense. He hid among the shadows, granting you the power that would help him erase Shinjuku. Then he donned the guise of a Reaper and began to monitor those of us who survived.
Kaya and Suzukichi immediately noticed a change in your demeanor. They suspected foul play and sought to uncover the truth. Sadly, their efforts proved futile. As with any opposition towards the being of the higher plane.
So you're saying I was some sort of puppet? Made to dance by the charlatan?
Yes, precisely. How exhausting it must have been to have your strings pulled for 3 full years.
How sauce?
Damn, he ain't really much of a people person, eh?
Never has been.
You left your friends behind in your single-minded lust for power.
What are you talking about? You left me behind!
I may have.
You did, and the rest followed.
Because they were worried about you. I heard their hearts crying out in pain. Kaie, Suzukichi, Ayano, and Shoka. Even Hashima. None of them could bear to look at the monster you'd become. And ever since you received those new powers, you shut me out. You stopped listening.
And we were roommates.
Can you blame me? You kept showing me those depressing visions. I couldn't let myself get distracted by them.
Then allow me to show you the truth you've been ignoring. The hour of reckoning is drawing near. Just once, I need you to see what cruel fate awaits us.
All of us. That means you too. I know. I lived through it.
Shiba, open your heart to me.
Open your heart, it's gonna be okay.
Open
Open!
up
Open.
your heart. So this is still gonna happen even though Kubo's not telling it to do it?
Yeah. I'm guessing he said it so that it happened 4 o'clock, 444, all that force.
Oh, right. What is that bird?
That's an enormous amalgam
Amalgam.
of noise. One that grows.
Amalgam, sir.
Thank you, Wilson. One
I
that grows.
in this game now.
Wilson has now just become our.
Wilson is just our pronunciation fixer.
He's broke containment. He's out of the game.
SCP.
See a TV lore.
Spell personal checker.
This is the new Space Pirate soap opera.
God damn. One that grows stronger whenever I turn back time. Kubo set a timer, and when it runs out, the noise will emerge from this pen to devour us all. We have to stop it. We're going to need your help.
And what, pray tell, will become of my game?
Fuck you. Is that all you can think of in our hour of need?
You misunderstand. I'll gladly help you take care of the noise created by this Kubo. My concern lies with what happens after the battle is won.
I'll beat your shit in. Fine. If it's a fight you want, then I'm game.
Then it's time for a pestilent resurgence.
Good job, sir.
Isn't that a plague?
Yeah, yes?
Or that a sin?
Yes.
Pestilence is
That's
a plague.
Yes.
Oh,
It means
You mean-
plague.
The plague. It eats
Yes.
through. It eats through planar boundaries. That noise will mean nothing.
who's the sheeple now, bitch?
It's you, still you. I'm not a sheeple. I'm not owned. Besides, that abhorrent angel was kind enough to bless me with these powers. Shouldn't let him burn a hole in my pocket.
Thank you. Seriously. Thanks.
But if we are to stand a chance, we'll need to turn the heat up higher than ever before. Hishima Sugumi, lend me a hand. I need you to rouse the citizens of Shibuya from their stupor. Light them up and set their souls ablaze.
Welcome back, old friend.
It's funny. I haven't felt a fever like this in years. Now let's get out there and burn this game to the ground.
You could see a doctor about it.
Oh, lightning in my hands. Fire up to 3 electrifying attacks that target the surrounding enemies. The attack chain will chain if enemies are nearby. Let me check out what that does real quick. Open up!
Man.
I wasn't expecting this guy to have a character development arc, especially after people have died on his command.
Yeah.
No.
Ah, nice lightning. Too bad I can't use it. Now, all we have to do is change our fate.
All right.
Trust your heart. But faith is sound.
But I want ice cream.
Tonight is what we.
You don't need the ice cream.
But it increases my attack.
That's pretty good.
By how many?
0.2.
1 to 5.
1 to 5.
125?
Time to reawaken Shibuya's imagination. Everybody ready?
God's willing.
Just breathe. We got this, boss.
I'm all fired up. Take care of Sugumi, will you, friend?
I shall ease the burden on her psyche. You just focus on listening to their voices.
Great. Thank you, Hishima. I'll make sure their cries are heard. You can count on me.
And I'll reach out to Wime.
Sounds good. Nagi is not ready for this task.
I don't know, Rhyme. You sure you can handle this, yo?
She can.
Yep, no need to worry about me.
Man, I still can't believe you came all the way out here, yo! Just look at you. Oh, you was to save the city and shit.
Aren't you proud of me?
All grown up and saving China. Leave Japan.
I'd be proud if I wasn't so worried about you.
I know. But see? I made it safe and sound.
All that worrying for nothing.
Hey, Kenneth phones.
You know,
Wait.
your phone's now.
Wait, is that
Yeah.
here too?
Oh, yeah.
I guess you're still in between worlds. Well, Neko has been completely confined to the UG.
Rhyme, sorry
Is
for
it
the
she?
sorry for the wait.
No worries,
Yes!
Shiki! You're just in time.
Finally,
Yes!
there she is.
And,
Wow!
In a sense, what's
Oh,
it a
Pete.
timer? How long until before the end of the game does she show up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
She does look like Lunar with a different
I
haircut.
just want to say my lie.
Too bad, it's Lunar now.
Oh, Pete, I'm so glad you're okay.
Shiki!
Yay. Yay.
Wait. He's here, isn't he?
You're still on separate screens.
Hides behind Beat.
Oh, yep, right over there.
You mean you can see him?
See him, talk to him, smack him on the head if I want.
He lives!
You finally came back to us. I knew you would. Neku, I don't know if you can see me right now, but I'm so glad you're here.
Cheeky. I can see you just fine. And soon you'll be able to see me too.
You want me to translate, yo?
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna.
We'll see each other later.
Oh! I just got a message from Kaye. Everyone's to go with Neku's consciousness. Lend him your strength.
Been doing it for years, yo!
Okay, we should be fine, theoretically.
Theoretically.
But it's a lot of stress of Neku. I'm worried about him.
Don't be.
Yes, that'll be fine, yo.
Tell him he'd better be.
That was a good screen right there.
Yeah. Commence Operation Awakening. Now!
Oh, okay, fine, run. Sorry, you're opposing.
Anime post is very important.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Focus.
Well, look at that. People are finally starting to wake up around here.
Welcome back, girl. Kind of feels like the fog's starting to lift from you, too.
Oh, you've still got a ways to go. Try a little harder, will ya?
Whoa.
Aye, aye.
Whoa.
Never. What?
The
face.
Oh.
Never thought I'd say this,
What?
but I think it's time for me to get to work.
That was kind of a pog face, wasn't it?
Pog.
Can somebody explain how I got roped up in this frickin' mess? Ugh, this is like literally the worst. I know I'm irresistibly adorable, but can't you just all buzz off? Minimoto!
07734. One
Ew.
11037.
Hey, don't just spout off numbers and walk away, you jerk! Whatevs. As long as he's doing his job. You better do yours too, Neku.
Yeah.
58008.
Oh,
Oh!
Oh, he said hello in numbers.
Yeah, like when you turn the
Why?
calculator upside down.
That's so dumb.
oh my god.
Hey, you good, folks?
Neku, what's happening? Is everything all right?
Yeah. Tell her I'm fine.
He says to tell you that he's good.
Well, we haven't got much time left.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that? It's him!
Bastard.
No.
He has a shin!
Need
Need a hand there, partner?
Joshua.
Oh no,
Oh,
he's
no, he's
hot.
God, he's even smugger than before.
Piss kid?
Keep it. Do not correct that.
Keep it.
Do not correct that. Oh god.
No one invited me to this little reunion, so I invited myself. I must say, this is quite the impressive scheme you've devised. Hope you don't mind if I stick around and observe.
He's even more committed than before.
I want to make sure I'm following. You showed up at the final hour, just before shit hit the fan, and you're gonna sit off to the side and watch. Okay. Not at all, partner. Okay, get ready, guys.
The fated hour is almost upon us. What happens next is anyone's guess.
Shows up to the game 15 minutes late with Starbucks.
Oh, 'tis ceaseless. Thoughts stream into my head one after the other, fair and foul alike.
Whoa, are you okay?
I've never felt so powerful.
Stay strong, Nagi. Don't worry about it,
Hi,
Fridge.
Fridge. Don't worry about it.
Much less hot after you get to know him.
Kind of sucks.
Well,
actually.
if you're into that sort of thing. maybe.
And he's from Texas because I think one of the first lines he ever had had the word howdy in it.
And
Yes,
it's just-
that's right.
Howdy, y'all.
Howdy, y'all.
And that was all we needed.
Yeah.
It appears he's predisposed to have absorbing negative imagination.
I feel fine.
Glad to be of service. I rechanneled that depressive energy outwards.
Emotional redirection.
In a sense.
Those noise keep multiplying. Kaie, Sugumi, Hishima. Let's go lend the boss a hand. We'll keep the noise at bay. You just gotta do what you've gotta do.
Understood. I shall do my utmost. Open thy minds unto me, and pardon the intrusion!
Fret. Nagi managed to dive inside. You're up.
Roger that, buddy.
Cutscene.
I got a cutscene. We both get cutscene.
Time for a reminder. You ready, Shibuya? Come on, think!
Oh.
Mommy, let me go!
Are they getting murdered or are we helping them?
I think that's a potential energy in them.
Ah, Spirate Bomb. Got it.
Yes.
Spirate.
Spirate.
Spirit bomb.
Spider.
That shouldn't be funny. It's time.
Beat.
Yo, window!
Beat, Neku. Nice work out there, you guys.
The one soundless city is silent no more. The people's voices are returning to the crossing.
Huh. Sounds like Shibuya's already looking a lot better from their side.
We should be all set to intercept the noise. Remember, they're just mindless thoughts. Let's show them what Shibuya's made of.
Yeah. Any minute now.
You sure we can win?
We have to. Can't play Fango if you don't.
Fango?
Yeah.
What's that?
Windsor?
Sounds stupid. Whatever keeps you motivated, I guess.
Oh shit. Blah. Right on time.
Damn, how the hell they fit into that pin, man?
Good question.
That is my concern.
Look skyward.
What's happening?
A sword.
Looks like they're fighting or something?
Those souls lost the time are trying to take control, but Shibuya's fighting back.
They stopped.
No, but it was enough to give us a good head start.
Kingdom Hearts? I think I see something.
Hello.
Is that red hot news?
Oh, damn it, it's my boss.
Ah shit!
Say,
Wait,
No.
fire dragon?
Phoenix?
A bird? Oh.
Yep, that's Phoenix.
pretty bird.
Sure is Gotti.
All those noise came back and merged into one. Like some nefarious phoenix.
Because they want to rise from the dead? Is that?
Come on. Let's erase this noise for good.
I think it's pretty.
I think it's too. Let's
It
kill
is very pretty.
Oh, I gotta turn up this jam for myself. Sorry.
Better be quick.
Glenn,
Oh.
more like, let's take this Phoenix down.
Eh.
To revive ourselves
Oh god,
because we
get away.
fainted?
Oh. Come on. Ow! Shit. Take kitty.
Also, Nefarious Phoenix sounds like a
Band
mini
name?
line.
Oh.
Oh.
I
These are
am
different colored
Nefarious
chords.
Phoenix.
I mean, I don't know who spoke that line. I just
Yeah.
Was not clear.
Okay, another arm down.
It was all them saying at the same time.
Yes.
This
Oh,
fight
God.
is giving me like vaguely Okami vibes,
Oh, I see it. I see
yeah, I
it.
can kind of see it.
like the final boss from that.
Sure.
Come on.
Man, Yami was weird.
Oh, get away.
Did you know that Yami was the final boss of Tatsunoko vs. Capcom?
I was about
No.
to ask,
Yeah.
wasn't he in like a Capcom versus game?
Yeah.
Fireballs.
The,
I
the
thought it was
weirdest
Marvel.
of the bunch.
Oh,
Wait, so wasn't the one with Amaterasu?
Yeah, I think you're right about that. I don't think Amaterasu was in that one. Amaterasu was in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and
Perfect.
Ultimate.
Yeah. Bird.
burn up.
Verb.
Okay.
Oh god, everyone got stunned.
Uh-oh.
That's a cool bird. I like this bird.
This is a hot bird.
I mean, you do
You know
you,
what I
I
mean.
guess.
You know what I mean?
Spicy.
Whatever you're into.
Spicy wings.
I can't hit it from here. Oh, wait, maybe I can? I can. Kitty!
A little disappointed that Sho didn't join us for the final battle.
I got tired again.
What is
Show
Show
jump in
doing?
halfway through.
Fighting other noise.
What?
Oh,
Maybe he'll jump in halfway through.
listen, they're on the cover.
Oh god. Come on.
It's in your contract,
There we are.
Show, get in there.
Oh god. I saved this for this reason.
Yeah.
Get fucked. I made this one stronger too with my new setup.
Ow.
Is that it?
I had a hatch.
Are we
that
done?
increased it. No, we're not.
There's
done.
no way that's the only phase.
What would it turn into next?
It's a phoenix.
Is it over?
Bigger Phoenix.
Did we beat it?
Is victory ours at last?
The fact that we're asking this
No.
means no.
Oh, that's something ain't right!
You're right. Look.
Is there gonna be more of them?
2 phoenixes.
Oh.
What in the world is it doing?
I am so ready for this to be over.
Well, it ain't over yet.
And here it is again.
Again!
Ah, seriously?
Risen from the ashes. Is it immortal?
I don't think so. Let's finish this.
Why don't you think so? For real! Let's just keep it till it stays down, yo!
Oh, that's a lot, many shining orbs.
Anyone ever play a Toho? Run!
Oh,
That's my line!
I guess
That's a
I
lot.
can hit it. Yep, can't hit it from here. Oh god.
Just
Very
gotta
pretty.
wait for an opening.
Well, we haven't got all day here.
Very pretty attack, yes.
Pretty colors.
Oh god, why did you stand in it, Nuggy?
Rainbow.
Oh,
Nagi was
it,
too mesmerized.
I can take
Is
it.
it over?
Not yet.
it will slowly increase my gauge. Now is our time to strike back. I can't strike that.
But the iron's hot.
Come on. It's my fault for turning back time.
What are you talking about, Rindude? None of us would have even been here if it weren't for you.
Was it really you, or are you part
Yeah,
of the
good point.
mission of the Phoenix, so you might actually be a different...
Honestly, he can't control when he turns back time. It's not really his fault.
Wait,
If you knew that he held her dead in a pile, you just one of the ones. Like, you are the 1% that live, really.
what are you talking about, Jake?
Nothing.
What are you muttering?
Oh god.
Each feather a step closer to victory.
It's working. That's a laser.
We should rest until its fate is sealed.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. I saw the laser. Okay, another arm
All
down,
right.
or wing, or whatever you want to call these.
Feather.
Down.
Another one bites dust! Oh, I only taken down 4 of these wings. Or tails! These are tails!
Ka-choo!
So yeah, I think the gauge on the top there kind of increases whenever this happens.
Gauge?
Like, you know, it's
groove
153.
Oh.
Ow, ow. Yeah, at the end of this, it increased by 20% last time. Huh. Not this time,
Nothing
though.
this time. Maybe because you got hit?
With that percentage, even a tilt attack will soon be flying.
Come on.
You have to use the dodge button.
Thank you, phone! I turned off volume!
Scooby boop boop.
My bad.
I think your phone disagrees, yo! Hey, quit apologizing and start attacking!
What do you think I'm doing, Pete? Kaboom! Oh! Okay, another one down. Oh god.
Well, this is definitely the most visually interesting fight in the game.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, all the big guns for the final boss, right?
We're almost there. Everybody ready?
I am. It's my responsibility to set this right.
Rinto.
This city isn't going anywhere.
Good. Let's go.
I think that's the game telling you to use your groove.
I feel like this cutscene is telling me otherwise.
That doesn't look good.
Let's just run around in circles.
Oh.
Okay, I'm not
Run around
sending
in
any of
circles
those.
away from the circles.
Oh,
Oh, get out of there.
Come on, Nagi.
Okay.
I
Can
got
you
in the
use your
corner.
groove now?
Probably. No laser for my face. I'm gonna jump over that laser and send my
about
own.
theirs?
I
What
have
about their
not
face?
hit. Oh, tail.
Is it working?
Is that doing anything?
It's not hitting it. However, the main use of this is not really the laser itself right now.
It's for healing.
It's to
Yummer.
refill your health.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Ow.
Take Mr. Mew. Get away.
Die already!
Just a little more. We got this. Don't let up now.
Gotta say, Rindo, you sure have changed.
The life and death does that to you.
Yeah, you're finally making your own decisions.
Hell yeah, I am. Not a tail down. Stop shooting me. Ooh.
Don't let your guard down.
Onward, soldiers!
Almost there.
That's another one.
I think. Nope.
This boss is also starting to remind me of Orochi from Okami.
That's who I think I was thinking of.
Maybe.
Oh, boy.
That makes sense.
Sorry, I kind of interrupted, but you're thinking of like the necks with and the tails.
This is it.
It is, so don't screw it up.
Yeah.
Moo!
Move, bitch.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Bob. Oh god.
Oh no, it's in defense mode.
Get away. Get away. No. Take Mr. Mew.
Who put the wing jacket in raw defense mode?
Of course, you became untargetable there. Oh, I see why.
Ah,
Let my pins recharge. Is it one thing you can never fault away for? It's style.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, all the big tails are gone. It's only the face left. Ugh. You're targetable! That was your mistake!
So close.
So close. And they really want to use me, let me use, or make me use the groove for the final tank, don't they? Oh god, the laser circles again!
Ow.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Oh god!
Oh.
Come on, Nagi! Come on, Nagi!
Nagi,
You got
go!
this, Nagi! Oh, take my cards! Why was everything recharging? Come on, I gotta be thematic here. Let's groove!
Bye.
Take my lasers!
Is that not hurting it?
Oh my god.
Oh,
There it is.
hey,
There it is.
Oh, there we go.
I saw a number. Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very specific target.
Huh.
Yo!
Ha!
Huh?
Freedom!
Oh,
Oh,
hold
hold on the
button.
button.
Every single pin button. Lasers.
Goodbye.
Oh! 1,000%.
999.
Eh. super pin.
Wow.
Get fucked, Rainbow Bird.
Ready for Form 3?
But it was
No.
so pretty.
Yeah. And now it's just a memory.
Oh.
Even though it wasn't so great.
I will never be on the marine.
Shut up, Sephiroth.
Okay. We did it.
Pin. We did it. We beat the
So, my turn, I guess.
bird. No! You want to fight us after that, Chiba?
A little.
We did it. It's gone. Only B-Rank gotta restart the fight.
Seriously? Like, did we actually beat that thing?
Damn right we did!
Dude!
Victory drink.
Come on, don't cry, boss.
Well, Rindo, it worked.
Yeah. Thanks to you. I'm just glad it's finally over.
Yeah. Me too.
Good job, y'all.
What about the game?
Great work.
Guessing Shiba.
Ah, yes, we still haven't declared a winner.
Shiba. Seriously?
Hmm.
You suck.
I must say, I was heated for our final showdown. And I can only speak for myself here. But I'm not fit to fight at this point. I'm all burned out.
You and me both.
Technically speaking, you have beaten me once before. But there isn't much sizzle in a victory by default.
Don't tell me you want to play another round.
Boss rush, boss rush.
In case you didn't hear me the first time, I'm all burnt out. Let's just call it a draw. This time. I hadn't given much thought to what to do in this situation, but I suppose that means it's game over. In other words, we're done here, everyone.
After all of this, I'm going to call it a draw.
Just like that? What are we supposed to do?
Go home, back to the RG. Toss that pin and you're all set. You'll be home before you know it.
Oh yeah! I suddenly remember something. Like, in the very first scene of the game, Fred got got the pin for us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
At some point, we drop the pin and someone gives it to us. That was Kubo, wasn't it?
It had to have been.
Oh.
I guess that makes sense.
Gotcha.
What about you, Shoka? I'll let you rejoin our ranks if you so desire.
Hell no.
Come with me. Why would you do that?
Take my hand, I'll set you free.
Where else would she go if not back to Shinjuku with us?
She dead.
Back to the RG with us?
Oh, she couldn't even if she wanted to. It's one of our rules back in Shinjuku.
Fuck Shinjuku!
Once you're,
We're not in Shinjuku. Shinjuku doesn't exist. Well, maybe it does now.
once you're stripped of your title as a Reaper, you're out for good. So you wait, and when the game finally reaches its conclusion, you face Erasure.
What?
That's the rule. She knew what she was doing when she joined your team.
Is that true?
If you wish to rejoin the Reapers, then I'll give you till the end of the day. The decision is yours.
Joshua, I know you're here. Help us.
Let's give this love story a happy ending.
Damn. Sounds like you don't really have much of a choice here.
Says who?
Sheba! You heard him!
Well, what if I don't want to go back? I'm sick of being a Reaper.
So you just disappear?
Pretty much. I've made my peace.
What the hell? Why did you say something?
Didn't know I was obligated to. Be happy. The game's over. You got what you wanted.
No, I didn't. I wanted to play with you.
Um,
Fango, we were gonna play.
since when?
You're Swallow, aren't you?
Didn't you tell us?
In the past timeline.
In the past.
Oh, it's
before- yeah.
You told me right before I turned back time. You've been there for me longer than I realized. I get that the game has to end. But our friendship doesn't have to.
Well, you got me. I mean, my big mouth. Listen, Rindo. If I return to the Reapers, I'll be stuck playing that dumb game forever. And I won't be able to see you, not in person at least. And that would really suck. It's been fun. And I'm glad we got to talk like this. You make a pretty good partner.
Yeah! Never have I been more happy to see your smug face.
Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Now I should be quiet.
Huh?
Who are you?
Oh, don't mind little old me.
His theme.
God, this theme. Ugh.
Fond memories, right?
The name's Yoshi-Kiryu. It hurts to say it in that accent. But mother and father called me Joshua. Suppose y'all can call me Joshua too.
Can we help you?
No, but perhaps I can help y'all. You may not know this, but I'm Shibuya's composer.
Wait, the composer?
So you write music or something?
Right?
No, he's like the game master's master's master.
That's a lot of masters.
No, there's another master above me, but we don't say his name. Let's say we celebrate this chance encounter with a little game.
Reaper Creeper?
What
Tin Pin?
kind of...
Whoa!
Hey!
Dude! What did you do to her?
I put her back on the street with the other stray cats. Find her, and you win.
What?
She could be anywhere.
Good luck finding that anywhere, Rindo.
What?
Okay, I thought he destroyed her for a second.
What have you
Shibuya.
done?
Chapter end. Chapter end.
What have you done?
It wouldn't be Josh if he did it in didn't do it in an asshole-ish way. Oh, this is like the opening scene for the first.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is I totes deserve a long vacation after this. I mean, I erased like a literal frick ton of noise. You're not the only one who busted their ass out there.
Okay, yeah, I understand every single aspect of this character now. Fuck her.
Yeah, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Could have earned a nice promotion for myself if I'd kept track of all the points I racked up.
Even you pulled your weight out there, math man. Gotta say, looking forward to having you back on the team.
Don't try to integrate me with you garbage reapers.
Excuse you? You're calling garbage? Who are you calling garbage, you overgrown adolescent?
I'm trying to solve a bigger system of equations here. Those Shinjuku Reapers didn't factor into my calculations. But they did help reveal a hidden variable, the composer. Oh, I'm gonna try killing him again. That sounds great. Oh, I got my gun. I'm gonna kill him.
Neko, get out of the way!
Heh, time to run some figures. Bye.
Is that number cruncher really trying to become the next composer?
Oh, he
so.
never changes.
If so, he should work on his delivery. Less math for starters.
Best just let him do his thing, girl.
Actually, I'd high-key prefer if he, didn't do his own thing. He should, listen to his master. Ha! Since when did he have a master? Ever since I so graciously brought him back to life? Which means he owes me a super-de-duper big favor or two. And I'm totes gonna make sure he pays me back. Or he'll face super-de-duper big consequences.
Good luck to her.
She'll need it. There's no way he's taking orders from anyone. But enough chit-chat. It's time to get back to work.
You really went above and beyond, girl. Oh, this lollipop's blue now.
Oh yeah.
If I didn't know any better, I would have thought you really did have a promotion on the line.
Ugh, if only.
That's the
All
only
that-
change in this universe.
All that hard work and nothing to show for it but utter exhaustion. I think it's time I took a vacation.
How about a bowl of ramen to kick things off?
Your treat?
My pleasure.
Then count me in.
Oh my god, they're dating.
Finally.
Slurping noodles by myself was pretty boring anyway.
I know the feeling. Is this flirting?
Yes.
I feel like that might have been flirting. Nice work, Neku.
Oh my god.
I knew I could count on you.
Oh my god. Count on me to break free, you mean? After you locked me up?
I saved you.
You shot me.
You're welcome, by the way, for shooting you.
With a gun.
I didn't trust that Reaper. So when she shot you, I sent you to Shinjuku as a precautionary measure.
I appreciate your concern. But I think we both know you had an ulterior motive.
What? Me? No. Well, aren't you the super sleuth? I admit I want to make sure you kept my secrets to yourself.
Didn't give me much choice.
My sincerest apologies. I should have known I could trust you, dear partner.
Oh, brother.
Partner. Although I did worry dealing with the executor might have been too tall an order.
You mean that Kubo guy?
Indeed, I'd vowed to intervene if things took a turn for the worse. But y'all seem to handle things on your own just fine.
You mean that could have been... You could have helped us, but you didn't because you didn't want to.
Didn't feel like it.
Hey Josh, hey Josh.
Yes?
Shut the fuck up. Can I go home now? To the arcade.
Please.
Yeah. Hey Josh. Yes? Could I go home? I want to leave this conversation. You mean you don't have your sights set on staying here and becoming composer?
No.
Hey, your loss. Very well then. One good turn deserves another, as they say. Let's not keep her waiting any longer.
There he is.
There he is. Wait, Sheba, where are you going?
Sugumi.
The Shibuya Reapers said they'd let us stay. Aren't you going to take them up on their offer?
No, I'm going back.
But why?
Because it burns me up getting played like that. I can't let that be my legacy. It's my fault Shinjuku's in ruins. I ought to be the one who starts rebuilding it. I chose to bring about Shinjuku's destruction. It's only fair that I then take responsibility for the decision I made. Is he a better person because Kubo is dead?
I think
Was Kubo
so.
kind of
I
brainwashing
think
him?
so.
Okay. And to that end, I suppose I also owe a few folks an apology.
In that case, is it alright if I go with you?
What? Don't you prefer that here?
I admit it isn't bad, but there's no place like home, right? And if you're going to restore things to the way they were, then I want to help.
You're too kind. Probably
Allow
kind.
me to
Yeah.
join you.
Okay. No one knows quite how to snuff out my flame like you, old friend. Care to stomp on my embers too while you're at it?
And sully the soles of my shoes? I think not. You've chosen to run from the city you once ruled. I needn't embarrass you further. That said, if you seek to restore Shinjuku to its former glory, then I cannot stand idly by. Oh, there's you.
There's Kaie.
Nor can I. I've got. Oh, I thought that said I've got a date.
Yeah, me too.
Juku?
I've got data on Shinjuku. That should that should help. That should help us out rebooting the city.
Are you fat thumbing?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose I could use the company.
A simple word of thanks would have sufficed.
You'll get your thanks once you've earned it.
Why does Sugumi look kind of out of here?
She's been through a lot.
Yeah.
Don't highlight it.
Thanks for everything, Shibuya. See you again someday.
Hey, Shiba.
I was really hoping that Kaie would drop the like start actually talking for a little bit.
Yeah.
You're right. Why ain't she ain't got home yet?
Come on, let him live a little bit. All
No.
study and no play makes Rhyme an overworked girl. Not to mention how worried I was when you disappeared. I spent all my waking hours trying to find you. And all my not waking hours asleep on at my PC. Don't you think I deserve to take a load off for once?
I don't see no load around here. But you're right. Gotta have some fun for once in a while, you know.
Hey, Beat.
What's up, Cheeky? And look.
Not yet. I don't think he's back yet.
Don't sweat. Phone is a man of his word, yo. He'll be back in no time. But before that, I have a question. How many lines you got since you came back here?
Oh, you know, a few.
Okay, cool. And if he ain't, then I'm gonna give Piss Kid a piece of my mind.
Josh had better watch out.
Oh, he better.
Yeah, you better.
I'm sure Neku's fine, but I still worry. I guess I just need to see him with my own eyes, you know?
Yeah, I feel you, but hey, you'll know when you see him. Man,
Hey there.
it's him!
Hello.
Sure is some
Oh.
lovely weather we're having, isn't it?
Oh, she's getting hit on. It sure is.
Hate to spend such a nice day all by myself.
Big brother senses activate.
Oh, excuse me a second, yo.
Okay, but don't start any trouble.
Oh, God, oh.
Any minute now, right? He should be able to spot me thanks to this little guy. Every morning I tell myself, today'll be the day. But I'm always wrong.
There he is.
Not
Not
today.
today. Huh?
Right?
There they are.
Neku!
Have they been
Hey.
apart since the last game?
Yes.
Sorry it took me so long.
Boy.
It's okay. Waiting wasn't so bad. All that matters is that you're here now.
Thanks.
I'm so happy you're back, Neku.
Me too.
Oh, yay.
They're together.
Yay!
Shiki Misaki.
If this game ends with Neku getting shot again,
no,
It better
no,
not.
no. No. It's Rindo.
It'll be Rindo.
feels pretty good. Or what was your voice again? You know what I mean? Yeah.
I think so.
Right? Man, I miss this. The hustle and bustle of the city, it's good to be back.
Yeah.
Dude, I started playing Electra.
Oh no. The game Naga's obsessed with?
Yo. There's this guy, the one who looks like Mr. Minami, and let me tell you, dude, I totally get it now. He keeps smiling at me.
Lucky you.
But, like, I kind of want to see where it goes, you know?
You sound invested.
Enough to keep playing a little more. And enough to satisfy Boss. She wants a progress report.
What for?
Practice, she says.
Practice for what?
As I said, Lord Tosai, Elustra is more than a mere game.
She said Lord to him.
Aw.
Oh, he did.
It is a veritable tome of truth about the nature of human communication, one that teaches us serenity in the face of an overzealous opponent, or perseverance in the face of an onslaught of abandonment.
Guess she thinks it'll help me be a better communicator.
Let's hope.
Well, I'm stuffed. Catch you tomorrow?
Sounds good. Hey, there's Cactar in the crossing. Guess I better go catch it before it runs off. Ah, and got him. I would message you. But you've been offline for over a month.
Oh.
Whoop! And I haven't seen you since that guy made you disappear. Haven't even heard from you. The game's been over for weeks now. And the only trace left of you is this old account. You don't even show up in my contacts anymore. I just want to talk like we used to. But there's no way to reach you. There's so much I wanted to say. And now I'll never get the chance to tell you any of it. Cutscene! You know what that means?
Casket
Here she
run over
comes.
by a car. Oh,
There
no,
she
she's not.
is.
Okay.
Oh, she's unused to avoiding people. No, it's okay.
Rindo? That's you, right?
Shoka? Oh, whoa, careful.
Still adjusting to life on the other side. Normally, I just pass right through people.
You're here, in the RG.
In the flesh. Which is, another new adjustment. Guess I'm a bit of a slow learner.
The hell? You should have said something. I could have helped.
Yeah, you could have helped.
What does that mean?
By not ignoring my friend request. And I got locked out of all my accounts, including my alt. I made a new one just so we could be friends, but somebody didn't check his inbox.
No way. I'm an idiot.
And go too.
Seriously? Oh shit.
Unfortunately, I'm back at level 1. So lend me a hand, okay?
What? No, it's nothing. Got a nutkin I can give you.
Oh, sweet.
The old emote.
Guess it's official now, Rindo. We're finally friends.
Only closer.
Heh. Friends. Sure.
Jesus. Lord. Ooh, it's silent.
Ah, that was
Oh.
a good game.
I enjoyed the story quite a bit.
Yeah.
I feel like the last week is definitely the strongest the story was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd agree.
I have my gripes with this game. A lot of
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still overall
Well,
it's a
let's
good
call it when it
sequel,
went, it
but,
went.
but it had some things it could have ironed out a little bit. There's Nomura! Look at that!
There he is.
What is it, Jay?
Like this remix at the end.
Yeah, like,
I think it finished very strong.
oh yeah,
Yes.
like, it really
Yeah.
stuck the landing, but it was kind of tumbling a bit in the middle.
It kind of dragged on a little bit. I feel like they could have cut down on some stuff a
Screamed
little.
out.
Yeah,
But
like,
overall, pretty good.
oh yeah. I feel like the main thing is, a lot of things that were at the end should have happened in the middle,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yeah. Kind of paced it out a bit.
Maybe just a little bit of trimming. Didn't quite need to be as long as it was, I think.
Did.
It felt like it was twice the length of the original.
Yeah.
What were we saying, Jay?
Did everything get resolved?
Well,
I guess.
Lingering.
Well, I mean,
Show was
remember that-
babbling some nonsense.
yeah. Well, shows
Oh,
always
hey,
do that.
Xenomobius.
it's show.
Yeah.
Oh.
That whole thing that we were thinking about Neku and Beat being from another dimension kind of didn't turn out to be
That
anything.
did not
Yeah.
happen. That was. I don't think that was true at all.
Huh.
I'm still wondering, like, how did Sheikah's like brand get so strong suddenly? There's no explanation to that.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a 3-year gap.
Yeah, but
Viral.
she's 18.
Listen,
Yeah.
people really love pigs.
She became a YouTube personality and went
I'm
viral.
a pig maker.
A fashion YouTuber, got it.
Yeah, exactly. Makeup tutorials.
VTuber. Makeup VTuber. Sounds like cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, there's my guy. I was a bit sad we didn't get to fight him. And by a bit, I mean a very.
Well, okay, but also he did get the big, huge, massive
Oh.
reveal,
Oh yeah.
which was, I guess, the big plot twist of the game. Was that Kubo was behind it all?
Yeah. Well, we still have the
Yeah,
report.
pretty much.
Surprise.
Because, like, the big plot reveal of last time was Joshua was the one behind everything, kind of.
I think that was a little stronger. Just a
It
little
was
bit.
stronger, yeah.
Yeah.
But
But
I feel
Kubo
like
was amazing. I loved him as a character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Kubo also got completely eviscerated, which was beautiful.
He's dead now.
Well, not really dead, more as
He's not
exercise, but
Dead.
Okay, he's unalived.
Unalive.
Removed.
also, wow, this is a very fancy credit sequence.
Yeah.
It is very cool.
It's flashy. It's that little kid.
Yeah.
Also, unless it's holding something back from us right now, I'm not seeing any sequel bait.
I don't see
Oh.
sequel bait yet.
Well, the
Well, all the
Post-credit
sequel bait
scene.
was kind. Well, I guess there was the ending of the first game that was kind of sequel bait, but there was more
There-
sequel bait in the side mode.
Yeah, the side mode was definitely the big sequel bait, but
So is there going to be an Alestra mode?
or a Fango mode.
Please let there be an Alestra
I'm
mode.
pretty sure Fango is just Final Fantasy Pokemon Go.
Yes, which is why there should be a Fango mode.
I mean, there very well could be.
The world begins
The
with
world begins with you.
Oh.
That changed the title.
game over, and I'm gonna not say over the 69 file.
Oh, nice call. Good,
Must be
good call,
preserved.
dude.
Very important.
Preserved.
Damn, that was a solid 9%. I guess with the end.
Well, actually the collectibles
Oh.
count for the percents, so apparently. Hey!
Those eyelashes.
Beautiful.
So pretty.
So if efforts
I'd
continue.
also like to. This might
Oh,
just be
Ben.
me, but I wish that they hadn't advertised so much of show.
Yeah,
if they were gonna do
that I
what
guess.
they did with them.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I guess in the trailers, because you get him so early, it makes sense to show him playable, but,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Congrats
I
on
don't
completing
really
the
want to
game.
show off Peter Neku
Oh, yeah.
or Shoga.
Yeah, those were kind of like surprises, so. You may have
Honestly,
finished the story, but is your collection complete?
The ice cream.
Sunday? Or-
You were saying, Wonder?
Oh, I was just gonna say I think Shoka is my favorite character.
I like
Yeah,
her.
Favorite-
Shoka's
Yeah.
really good.
Favorite new character? Yeah, I think I might agree with that.
Yeah.
Let's get this straight.
Dig through each day to uncover secret reports. Who knows what surprises they await if you collect them all. And be sure to check out Another Day, a special side story set in an alternate universe.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
10 pin. 10
Ten,
pin.
pin,
10
ten, pin, pin.
Start the day over.
Yeah, Another Day over.
And Slammer 2.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
The
Yeah.
tales
The
you are
tale
about to
you are
experience.
about to experience depicts blah blah blah.
Separate from the main story.
You know the song and dance.
Another
Please
Day.
be hilarious. Please be
Please.
hilarious.
Please be funny.
This is it. At long last. Today's the day. In Shibuya Plaza. The biggest and best musical festival Shibuya has to offer.
What?
Bands and artists from all over the world are set to perform right in front of 104. I can't believe it's finally happening. I waited for so long. Years, it seems.
Uh-huh.
But the wait is over. This might just be the best day of my entire life. No, there's no might about it. This is totally the best day ever.
Rindo. I know you're excited and all, but you're getting a little too carried away.
What?
They're dating.
Your internal monologue was not as internal as intended.
Oh, whoopsie.
See a phoenix.
I'm just so excited. How am I supposed to keep it all this inside?
I mean, I get it though.
We have been waiting Shibuya Palooza for many moons.
Yeah, I just lost control for a second there. Anyway, you know what the best part of the day is? Of course you do, everybody does!
Is it dancing minigames?
Death March is back after 10 years!
What?
Who?
Have we heard of that?
The Reapers from the previous game, also great.
Amazing.
Oh! Oh my god, I am so pumped. Death March is legendary. To think I'd be able to see them live? Somebody pinch me.
Right, I never thought it happened in a million billion years.
Especially since they all seemed happy doing their own thing as solo artists. And it had been 10 whole years.
They look like gorillas.
They do.
Death March are an actual band?
Wait, really?
And the resemblance to any real person is just a coincidence.
The mere thought of Lord Ishimoto stroking his guitar before my very eyes is...
Apparently they work for the music in this game, got it. So,
I see.
definitely coincidental.
Oh, Lord Ishimoto.
Oh, wow, you really like him, don't you, Nagi?
Naturally, Nya. I'll have you know I followed his entire musical career pre-debut to solo.
We know. You told us plenty of times already.
It's
of
beat.
course. Oh, it's beat.
No! They won't know!
No need to shout, beat. I'm right here.
I'm
I thought it was
gonna!
gonna be Fred.
I ain't shouting at you! I'm shouting at Shibuya Palooza! Woo!
Hey, Rindell, what's up?
Hi, Neku. You two come together?
Always.
Yeah. But I almost wish I didn't. Beat refuses to calm down and act normal.
Didn't get a wink of sleep last night! Couldn't concentrate!
So this is the manic energy of a sleep-deprived madman.
Yes!
Can you blame him? Shibuya Palooza is finally here after getting pushed back a bunch because, well, oh dear. Everything.
We've been waiting forever, yo! I've been stabbed 5 times!
Yeah, and we'll have to wait a little longer until Fred gets here.
Wonder what's keeping him. Oh well. He'll probably show up any second now.
Maybe he couldn't sleep either.
Jay.
Oh, he's so excited, he forgot to be on time.
That wouldn't surprise me. But you gotta hand it to him for getting us tickets. Those lotteries are brutal. And he so managed to get the very first tickets they sent out.
He's either incredibly lucky or incredibly dedicated.
Or dead.
Either way, we owe him a big.
That much is undeniable. And speak of the devil.
Uh-oh.
Hey guys.
Uh,
Hey guys.
Hey, dude! Thank you for bringing us tickets, man!
Oh,
You okay? You seem kinda down.
I do. Of course I do.
Did you lose them, or were they stolen?
What's up? Couldn't sleep?
Listen, guys, I'm really sorry about this.
Sorry? For what?
What you do? You lose our tickets or something? Because if you did, I'd absolutely murder you.
Inconceivable. Brett, I'm breaking up with you. Not even he would be so careless as to misplace our precious tickets.
Yeah, he's not that dumb. Anyway, what is it you... Uh-oh. Fred?
Don't tell me.
Aw.
Nah. No!
Tiny box. I lost the ticket. They're gone forever.
What?
What?
Please tell me this is a joke.
I think I'm gonna faint.
That's it. It's all over.
No, this can't be.
Game
I'm
over,
so,
man.
I'm so sorry. I don't even know how it happened. I thought it was just throwing out the receipt, but
Why would you throw out the receipt?
Yo, are you for real with this?
You fool! This is why you always acquire your tickets digitally.
Without those tickets, we can't get into the show. All of our hopes and dreams.
Shattered. This is the worst day of my entire life.
sorry.
Oh, Lord Ishimoto, may you find it in your heart to forgive your wretched follower for failing to witness your glorious return.
I'm so sorry.
All right, that's enough. Fred doesn't need everyone piling on him now, right now. Everyone makes mistakes, give him a break. He's probably more disappointed in himself than any of us are in him. Which is saying a lot. I planned my whole summer around this.
Go away, emo thoughts.
I have had some character development. Well, We may not be able to see the show, but we can still hang around the grounds.
True. Just breathing in the Shibuya Palooza air could be fun. Maybe.
Should be some food trucks around too.
Perhaps we'll be so lucky as to hear the echoing tones of a guitar in the distance.
It's better than nothing. To 104 it is. Attention,
Right.
Palooza.
Fred! My dude.
You dummy.
Ooh, a T-Rex.
Oh, there's
I'm
still
just-
noise.
I'm just
We
curious
fighting
about the
things right
T-Rex.
now? Okay.
I want to see
You're
how
getting a
fast
little
it can-
quiet on your mic, by the way, Saps.
Oh, am I? Wait, that's
Just a little.
That's a pink T-Rex or purple T-Rex.
What?
That is not pink.
Barney?
Alright. Alright, while you fight Barney, I'll be right back.
All right,
Wait, what's not what now?
purple
Barney.
T-Rex. Barney.
Yeah, Pepper T-Rex is scary. Nightmare.
If we put wings on Barney, it's
maybe.
Ridley.
Or Spyro.
Too
If
small
you
for
if you put wings on Barney and then make him small, it's Spyro.
Come on, out! Don't eat me.
I need you.
Don't.
Why are there noise around?
It was in Another Day as well. If I am going to guess, there's gonna be like a boss rush in this Another Day as well.
Huh. You gave Barney an axe, you Susie.
Come on, just die already, you bastard.
So we talked about how weird it is that we're still fighting noise.
Yeah, it was like this in the
Little bit.
previous, in Timpin Slammer as well, that we could do it.
But why can we do it?
Good question.
In this
It's just a-
universe, noise just show up. They're just around.
Just a normal thing.
It's a thing you have to deal with to get on the subway.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you want to go get brunch,
The
you gotta
rats.
punch a frog in the face on the way.
I got a
It's just
pin code
effective,
in
like-
my misery. Why? Now I got this new graffiti of game over. Nice.
Sweet.
And my collection is almost complete, but there's one very important missing piece.
You want the ice cream, don't
I
you?
want the ice cream.
Get the ice cream. You can have
All
it.
right, fine. You beat the game. You can eat the ice cream.
Yay, ice cream.
Reward.
Let me ice cream. Sweet and
Sweet potato, sweet potato, sweet potato.
I remember now why I didn't do this off stream.
That sounds good, actually. Sweet
I-
potato,
I bet
sweet
it's
potato casserole.
I bet
Flavored.
it's delicious.
We got like the spices and maybe some
Sweet
like
potato.
marshmallow
Experimental.
and some pecans, and brown sugar.
We did it.
You put brown sugar on a potato?
It's a
Sweet,
sweet
potatoes
potato.
are very different from normal potatoes. Not even the same plant.
Is it a potato?
No, not really.
Oh, I hate that.
Potatoes can be sweet.
There
I was
we
picturing
go.
like sugar on a potato.
It's not.
It's not.
Huh.
Oh yeah, I forgot. What do our new friends give us?
You do not understand the powers
Social
of the
butterfly.
sweet potato.
Oh, you give me ultimate difficulty, you bastard.
Of course
Yeah.
it does.
No.
And I can't afford it.
If you make friends with Joshua, he will give you 6 tickets to the Shibuya Palooza.
Okay, so these two are the ones I want to focus on right now. Got it. I am too short. I am too short. I hate this. Why do your smog face mock me?
You're too short?
I'm too short.
How short are you?
Very short. Also, any new tutorial books or have you gotten all of them? No more tutorial books. To the
Good
Shibuya
one.
Palooza!
Exactly.
Oh, wait, well,
Cool.
who wants to go on a Reaper's romp? Good, clean fun for everyone. What you say?
Ah, much appreciated. What's this? Could it be?
The ones who doesn't get 6 tickets.
Good news, everyone. Feast your eyes.
5 tickets.
Huh? What is it?
It's a flyer for some kind of event.
Reapers. Rump?
Precisely as it is written here. A prize will be awarded to all participants who complete said romp. And that prize is tickets to Shibuya Palooza.
What?
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 The day is saved!
There is no way we're not doing this.
That's awfully convenient.
I'm not complaining.
So, what kind of game is it?
Tin Pin Slammer, Tin Pin Slammer.
We shan't know until we visit the registration desk.
Well, let's go. This is our only shot at musical bliss. We've got no other way into the festival.
And whose fault is that?
Sorry.
This is our last hope. We have to go for it. Wait for us, Shibuya Palooza.
Registration. Ooh, pardon me. Registration is at Hachiko, it seems.
Alright, come on, let's go!
Why the setup for this last day gotta be like, oh, Fred fucked up?
Excuse me, is this where we sign up for the Reaper's Romp? Sure is. It's your whole group. Perfect. If you could just line up right over here for me, that'd be fantastic.
And he just walks away.
Squad.
Squad.
Squad, 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 squad.
Squad, 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 squad.
Squad.
Mojo.
Super. Now that you're all ready,
Super.
here's a rundown of the Reaper Romp. We've set up 3 checkpoints in 3 different places throughout Shibuya. Specifically, the West Exit Bus Terminal, Miyashita Park, and Tokyo Plaza. All you have to do is take this card and get it stamped at each checkpoint. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. When you're done with that, mostly on back here for your prize. Then you can be on your merry way to Shibuya Palooza. And that's it. Are you guys ready to have some fun?
You are speaking incredibly out of character.
What did they do to this character?
I'm certain we are. The objective seems simple enough to complete.
Tee! Wouldn't you? You would think so, wouldn't you?
I love this.
Well,
This
hold on to
character
your
is broken.
well, hold on to your pants, cause you're in for some big surprises.
What kind of surprises?
If I told you, it wouldn't be a surprise, silly.
Silly.
You silly goat.
But I will tell you this: there's a reason it's called a Reaper's Romp, and I know you're just dying to know why.
We will kill you.
But find out on your own is half the fun. That's pretty ominous, but we can handle it whatever comes our way. We have to. Shibuya Palooza. Count us in, all of us. Marvelous. Love your enthusiasm. Let me just get your group all signed up. And, although, now that I think about it, there's another player here who's all by his lonesome.
Howdy, y'all.
Not that player.
Get out.
Hey, Josh. Shut up.
You wouldn't mind letting him join your team, would you?
Is it show?
I think it is. I guess not. The more the merrier. Great, let me go fetch him real quick. Hey, big fella, I found you a team so you don't have to play alone.
Yeah! The name's Sho Minamimoto, and I'm on nobody's team. You're on my team. Got it, Zeptograms? If you want to win this, you'll have to fight me for it.
Yikes!
I hate him.
Just to be clear, you don't have to fight anyone, right? Of course you do! Oh, and let me know if you want to swap out combat buddies. Only 6 members are allowed to fight at once. Well, that's it from me. Good luck collecting those stamps. You're gonna have a blast, I just know it.
I have a rather bad feeling about this.
Yeah, well, collecting these stamps is the only shot we have at getting into Shibuya Palooza. So it's not like we have a choice.
I know I said it a million times, but I'm so sorry. But this is
Keep
my chance
saying
to reclaim myself. Reclaim myself? I won't let you down again.
I think you mean redeem yourself.
Our fate rests not on your shoulders alone, Fred. Our success hinges on our combined efforts.
Yeah, go team!
Yo. we ain't getting much screen time in this one.
Bah, let the youngins have their fun. That just gives us more time for...
Kingpin Slammer!
Yes!
Hell to the yeah, you're going down, folks!
Those two certainly have gotten themselves in a tizzy.
Oh, hey, it's that game. The one that was super popular back in the day.
As long as they can pry themselves away to help us in a fight.
Well, let's get moving. Gotta knock out those checkpoints.
They're so cute.
Please put Show on your team, please.
I was gonna do that immediately.
Choose your fighters.
You can swap out Neku. I don't mind.
Fine, Neku. Praise and clothing, then items of
Wait, I think you put... Okay, no, we're good.
Yeah, I replace. It's great that I get him as the music starts playing. And yeah, you're getting that clothing. Good for you.
Oh.
Don't forget, the checkpoints are West Exit Bus Terminal, Miyashita Park, and Tokyo Plaza. And more importantly, have fun. You know, I lied.
Oh, boy, am I pissed off about how I've been treated the last, 10 streams. Oh my god.
Oh, this is a new thing I got from beating. Are those 8-pronged swords?
Are
That's
they?
cool. Looks like it.
I couldn't get a good look at them.
I think they are. Seems
They're the
like it.
Galaxia!
Shichishito?
Yay.
Yeah.
Now, real quick, just gotta make sure the show has the one pin I want him to have.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Show, here's your pin.
What is
Shoka,
it? You gave it to her.
there we go.
Wait, what was it? What's the pin?
It is no turning back. Poison spear.
Oh, why do I want the... Oh, because it has my face on it. I see.
Yes. He's the only one that can evolve it. And the
Got
game
it.
decided to show that to me despite not being able to play as him. So, you know.
And yet, it didn't make him a part of our crew after that point. In the main story. Yeah. Should be a checkpoint somewhere around here.
Yeah, but where? I wonder where it could be. Hey!
Hey!
Oh, it's gonna be the
You're
13
live.
leaders.
Hi there.
Missed you.
Yoo-hoo, over here. You looking for little old me?
Damn.
Damn.
That depends. Okay, question. Is the game gonna call him a simp?
I'm gonna.
That depends. Is this where we get the stamp for the Reaper's Romp?
It sure is. Good job finding it. Now, before I stamp your cards, there's just one teensy little thing I want to talk to you about. It won't be long, promise.
We're all ears.
Oh my, what a charmer. Well, you listen close, because I have a simply unbelievable deal for you today.
Oh boy.
What I have here is a collection of all the information you could ever need about Shibuya. Super Mega Ultimate Guide to Shibuya, Jumbo Ultra Reaper Edition. Armed with these 30 volumes, there will be nothing stopping you from enjoying every nook and cranny of the city to the fullest. And you know, the ladies love a man who knows his way around.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, of course.
I normally charge 3 million yen for all this. But I like you, so I'm willing to part with them for only 1 million. What a steal!
Those prices are criminal, alright?
No worries if you can't pay it all up front. The whole collection could be yours for just 240 easy payments of 10,000 yen a month.
Did you just jack the price back up?
Lord Window, I advise we abstain from involving ourselves with this marketer any further.
No kidding. Only a complete moron would fall for this anyway.
I'll take it.
What?
Oh, come on.
God. Why, thank you. Be a dear and sign on this line for me, will you?
Fred, what are you doing? Don't let her play you like that!
And think of your accounts. You must be so eager to throw your money away.
It's no use. He only has ears for her now.
That only leaves us to do one thing to do. Imprints! Guidebook! No!
Wait, whoa, okay. Oh. What? I don't. I don't want to buy this.
Yes!
What just happened?
What?
Thank goodness we were able to return him to his senses.
imprints.
Excuse me? No backing out now, bucko. You already signed it.
But...
Don't be unreasonable. It isn't near too late for a change of mind. I can't stand entitled customers like you. Let me guess, you want to talk to the manager. Hey, Suzukichi! You're needed up front.
Whoa!
Yikes.
Yikes.
Why don't you tell our valued customers about our refund and return policy? With your fists!
This seems excessive.
Whoa!
Here he comes!
That's all I can say in this one.
Are we fighting Suzukichi?
We are. Have the deer antlers, please. Please transform.
Wait, is it the big fight? It's the big fight!
It's the big fight.
Do not ask me how I did this!
Come on. Oh god! Kaboom! Oh
Oh
god!
lord.
Let me move, let me move, let me move. Show!
Oh, you lose.
Show, you fucking died!
Okay.
Oh,
Let's try that again.
Okay, is this mode gonna be a boss rush?
Well,
Kinda
there
seems
should be a
like one.
separate boss rush that is actually boss rushy. But let's focus on getting rid of these guys first. Okay.
It's like a hard mode? Whoa, those are new.
Yep, big emo puffers. That's the name.
Oh my god, health bar.
Yeah. Health bar is not happy right now.
Lordy.
Oh. Big bomb. Okay.
This lady was trying to scam us, and then when it went south, she summoned a deer monster on us.
First time, huh?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Nice.
Nice. I didn't even do that on purpose.
It was fated to be.
Oh, get away. Go.
See, and I was here half expecting her to say something like, you know, you seem smart. I think you have what it takes to be a seller. You just buy a bunch from me, and then
Yeah.
you can distribute.
I also have.
Just roping him into a pyramid scheme.
We're not talking about this.
Yeah, I bet.
I put money into my mattress to save my life. It worked.
Come on.
Sir, I literally cannot fall for your pyramid scheme as I have put all of my money in an envelope under my mattress. I have to go.
Okay,
Is
be
actually how I got out of it.
gone. Die,
This
my
envelope
dude.
is empty.
How much health do you have, my guy?
Many.
At least 5.
No.
We're gonna get to the final part of trying to get these tickets for Shibuya Palooza, and they're gonna throw the Phoenix at us again.
Oh, get away. Ow, 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 stop hitting me. Oh, oh, you're coming after me! Show, please stop being so squishy!
Maybe you should have played with me for the last 2 weeks, and I would have been a little higher level.
Fair,
Maybe
but
you
also
should have come back.
Little squishmallow.
Heal me. Oh, that heal is like nothing. Go, kitties!
Is he actually underleveled because he's been out of the picture for so while?
Yep,
So
his
long.
stats are much lower than everyone else.
Alright, do you want to
That
switch back to
sucks.
Nekadon?
Maybe this will catch him up in one fight.
Get rid of these guys, get rid of these guys. These guys are being a bad nuisance.
Please do the dying.
No, don't die yet. Don't die yet. Don't die yet.
Why
Die.
not?
Because I wanted to heal before the next phase.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's
That's
Hey,
the only phase.
Oh, it is the only phase?
I think he's
Yeah,
done.
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Why would there be more to it?
That's never been the case in these games, right? Oh, thank God.
Wasn't that the end of his fight originally, too? Oh, no,
No.
wait. He
Not-
stood
Yeah,
up.
I now remember that he had a second phase.
I got no pins for that.
You killed my boss. What a drag. This is such a good face.
Jay?
I'm just savoring it.
Okay.
Is it?
Suzukichi. No.
We very nearly got ourselves swindled.
We meaning Fred. What the heck happened?
I don't know. She was just pretty, and she started talking, and then I was buying stuff.
Never mind that. What about the stamp?
Stamp? Oh, right. Let's see. I just had it a minute ago. Aha! Here we are.
One stamp.
Great.
You're all stamped and ready to go. Drop by again sometime, loves.
We won't. Fermion.
Good word.
A pin reminiscent
that's-
of a multiplanar world.
Oh.
That's the point where the evolutions really kind of lost their touch.
Yeah. Just curious. Do these things sell new things? No, you don't. Bye. Expressway underpass. You fucking bastard, man.
Hello,
You have more
Finally,
new-
a customer.
More things, and they're super expensive.
Hey, you want a lobster, do you? Yeah, I'll give you a
Go
lobster.
get 1,000,000 yen.
Look at him!
Look
Oh,
at it.
What?
And
Wow,
stand.
Sap, so much to
What?
grind for off camera. Aren't you happy?
handstand panda.
But look at this.
Oh.
Slam the enemy into the enemy.
These are pretty
I
good
love
pins, to be fair.
every one of these. Go back to the panda.
Look at him.
Okay, his tail at first I thought was a butt.
That would have made it 10 times better.
I'm gonna choose to believe it's a butt.
Good. Hey, are you ready for
Wow,
him to call
that-
me a cheapskate?
That looks like a really good pin. I
Yeah,
guess it's cool.
I really want it. I mean, look at it. Just building piece.
What's the lobster do?
Energy rounds.
Gucci gucci go.
Poison
Okay.
bullets. Anyways, are you ready for him to call me a cheapskate?
Cheapskate.
Is that show over there?
Shows with us, isn't he?
Yeah,
Oh,
God.
yeah.
It is him, though.
Oh, no!
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna have to. That's his boss fight. That's his boss
Yeah,
fight.
that's his boss fight.
I just want to see what happens.
Where are they
Of course.
Oh,
Huh?
you really wanted him to
Huh?
come.
Two
Two
Minamimotos?
Minimotos.
Dos Minatos!
How?
What the hell's going on?
I finally found you.
Finger.
Never thought you'd be the one to force our lines to intersect. But we're collinear. We've always been on the same line.
The two are one and the same?
I didn't know Mr. Minami had a twin.
What's up with the matching outfits? It's too weird.
Your harmonic progression stops here. Crick. Listen up, Zeptograms. This guy's a non-trivial opponent. Think you can handle it?
I get the feeling we don't have a choice.
Then let's get this experiment started. Oh, is this the multiverse theory from last time coming back again? Oh! What's going on?
Oh my god.
Hi?
Hi there.
You've got this.
I don't think I do.
Oh.
Come on.
That voice mod was grody.
Was
It
it?
was no, it was what
Oh!
you wanted.
It was good.
What's up with those
boy.
eyes?
Thanks, I hate it.
Wait, what? Excuse me? What's going on? He has a mechanic I've never seen before that would have been cool for other bosses throughout the game too.
Uh-oh.
Wait, I'm not sure I follow.
Do you see the eye on my square button on the bottom there? Second to the left.
Oh, yeah.
If I press it,
Oh, you're
Then he
getting
comes after
Final
me.
Funkin'.
Oh.
Yes. Don't fetch at me. Ooh.
I?
Yeah, ooh.
Oof.
He two-shots me.
Pain.
Pain. PN.
Alright, bye.
You are for a different stream.
Okay. Is he optional?
Yes, I would
Look
very
at
much believe so for another day story. You have more room to move around, but that means he does too. Yeah. So Tokyo Plaza and Miyashita Park. Miyashita Park is where I got the soft serve ice cream, and Tokyo Plaza is where the mirror room was. Right?
I don't know.
Sure.
You should boost your level back up if you find. I'm 69 of 78!
And to take a checkpoint somewhere in the vicinity.
Let's hurry up and find it. 2 of them? Oh no, checkpoint and then going to a new place. Tsugumi!
Hey.
Yay.
Oh, we're dead.
Congratulations on making it to the Reaper's Romp checkpoint. Hand me your card and I'll go ahead and stamp it.
Lady Tsugumi.
Lady Nagi! What a surprise!
Are both of them Elustra players?
Oh, yeah.
And a pleasant one at that. How long has it been since we last met? Christmas, was it? At Lord Ishimoto's special dinner show, if I recall.
That sounds right. It really has been a while. And I haven't heard a peep from you the whole time. How have you been?
I'm sure you are well aware of Lord Ishimoto's new solo album, Twister 2021 Fun and Sun.
Is that an actual album?
Tell me, have you already purchased it?
Of course, 5 copies. Also, I could get the different album covers.
I expected no less from you. I, for one, managed to acquire the full collection of exclusive bonus photographs that come with each purchase from Tower Records. 30 in all, depicting our beloved Lord Ishimoto enjoying his private life away from the spotlight. Naturally, I have assembled them into an album for preservation and perusal.
Well, when I followed him through his last tour. Come on, Japan! Splish Splash on the Beach, Twister Fest! I bought all of the t-shirts and towels exclusive to each venue. 10 each at every concert.
Most impressive.
Rindude, what's going on?
Some kind of pissing contest about who's the biggest Ishimoto fan.
Get out of here, Joshua!
Most of it is going way over my head.
By the way, I feel silly for even asking, but you are going to Shibuya Palooza, right? I mean, there's no way you'd miss Def March's big reunion.
Plah! That's...
Oh, don't tell me. It couldn't be that you don't have tickets and that's why you're playing this game. That would be unthinkable.
So what if I haven't a ticket yet? There's no shame in earning one now.
Oh! This is just too perfect. Sorry, but I won't be stamping your card today.
Oh, the humanity! To think one of my comrades would hinder my path to Lord Ishimoto.
I thought you were friends.
Are you comrades?
You will stamp my card, and I will witness the glorious return of Death March.
Not if I can help it. Fight me!
Alright.
I'm gonna turn into a bird about it. Yeah.
I'm a kind of bitch.
Alright.
Friend, hold my earrings.
This is somehow weirder than the other one from the first game.
Hey. Hey. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, take my thing. I was gonna be funny making a line about cats, but just take my attacks. Oh god.
Oh.
Show, please live. Show!
Yeah. Uh-huh. Working on it.
Don't get trapped, Show. Don't get trapped. Oh god. Oh god.
Oh god.
Oh
my god.
No,
Holy
you're fine,
shit.
you're fine.
For how long?
That I don't know.
Heal me. That's not healing me. Oh, you got trapped. I'm gonna do this for you guys. Just know that I won't like it.
Are you... Ah. Thank you.
Wait, what'd you do?
He
Don't worry
turned
about
it,
it.
he
No!
turned the difficulty down. He turned the difficulty down.
Wow,
Do
that
you
was
want me-
nice of you,
Do you
Saps.
want me to
Thank
say
you.
it again? He turned the difficulty down.
Saps,
Did you
that was
turn
really
the
kind of
difficulty
you.
down?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
He's no longer playing on hard mode. He's playing on normal mode.
Wow, what a nice thing for
Wow.
Saps to do for his friends.
I'm gonna get enough friendship points to unlock Josh's ultimate mode just to do it on stream now.
You'll get friendship points for turning down the difficulty too.
Show, you're stuck. Show, you're stuck.
Nah, I'm fine.
Oh, that's what happened last time. Take my cards. God, there's so many lasers. Oh, more lasers. Just don't get hit. It's that easy.
Saps not subjecting himself to the hardest available difficulty?
Oh.
Impossible.
I'm sorry. It had to be done. For the content?
For the content.
Okay, I learned from my previous mistakes. Do it immediately. Die! Now that you don't do a fuck ton of damage,
Yay.
you know, maybe the attack build I had before this stream was a better option than my attack build.
You did just turn down. I mean, yeah, maybe it was.
I got 10,000 yen, and also new pin for show.
Yay.
You win. Your love for Lord Ishimoto is too strong.
Yours is formidable as well, Lady Tsugumi.
Here, the stamp. Take it and go.
Yay!
Yay.
Go, Lady Nagi. Fulfill your destiny. You have to see Death March. Our hearts will always be united in our love for Lord Ishimoto. Farewell, my friend.
Cool, see you there?
And she's gone.
No, Tsugumi. Thank you.
What happened?
I shan't let your death have been in vain.
She fucking died?
Lord Rindo, as much as it pains me, we must carry on.
Sure thing. Let's get moving.
Wait, she's not actually dead, is she? She dead? Is anybody, can
Very
somebody check on my
unclear.
girl?
See you again at the concert.
Okay, yeah, see you there.
She not dead. That's good.
This is an alternate universe.
What happened to her? Why were there beeps and boops? And then she disappeared.
And she
Well,
turned into a bird?
Don't worry about it.
I mean, at this point, that's not the weirdest thing.
Yeah, but also, like,
Oh, we're up here now.
come on,
Okay.
come on. Where is it? Where is it? I see you.
What are you looking for? What are you looking for?
Pig!
Piggy
Pig!
pig.
Big time.
Big time. Ooh, 2 big pigs.
Big pigs.
And you can be a big pig too.
And whoo!
Bye.
And now, smaller pigs.
Been fighting too many crazy bosses. Let's take a pig break.
Yeah, pig break is very important. Die, little pig.
It's cute though.
Not for long.
No. Cute forever.
Smaller pigs! And guess what we do with smaller pigs?
Kill.
We should grow
laser
them.
beam happen apparently. This is a massacre. Didn't mess with us.
Goodbye.
Wow, Sass, you learned to kill this poor girl. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to! I got money!
Money.
Money. You got to have money.
Do you?
Apparently. Alright.
Where do you think the checkpoint is?
Ditto. Let's take a look around. Is it in the super expensive shop? I know it isn't, but I just want to see, is it more expensive now? Yeah, well, Minamoto jackpots.
Wait, what?
The jackpot is an ability that makes it so that you get a higher drop rate without lowering
Oh.
your level. Oh god, why does this cost 3.3 million?
3 million yen.
I haven't even gotten above 1 million yet.
It's known as the
Fuck.
boss killer.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hi.
You all are here for the romp, right? Of course you are. Just look at you. You're obviously starving for Shibuya Palooza tickets. I'm afraid I won't let you have them so easily.
Yeah.
If you want your precious tickets, you'll have to go through... Ah! Ayano! You... Shoko, what are you doing here?
You know each other?
She's my
What?
sister. What are you doing here, Ayano? I'm working, clearly. Someone has to put food on the table.
I think I suggested that they might have been sisters in the main story.
Yeah, I don't think we ever got that confirmation in the
I-
main story.
I think
think
It
they
might
were,
be just
but
alternate universe here.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
What about you? Shouldn't you be at Shibuya Palooza already? Yeah, I should, but somebody messed up our plans. More importantly, I know your whole aesthetic is really important to you, but stop stealing Iggy!
Iggy!
He's mine! You can't just let my iguana ride around on your shoulder when you go out! Oh, don't be selfish. It wouldn't kill you to let me play with him every once in a while. Besides, he likes it. Don't you, Iggy? Yes, you do, good boy.
Never would have guessed Choka had a pet iguana.
Reptiles are surprisingly popular these days.
Indeed, I myself am raising 10 snakes.
10?
Why?
10?
My beautiful little noodles.
That's enough. Give us the stamp already. Or do you want to fight for it? No way am I passing up the bonus if I beat you. Prepare yourselves.
Prepare yourselves.
Prepare yourself.
Okay, flower lady, let's go.
I fight for my iguana.
It's not even my iguana, apparently.
I fight for your iguana.
I fight
So,
to reclaim.
Oh,
So
immediately.
show. Oh, no.
That's your sister.
So your sister can transform. Can you do that?
We don't talk about it.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes, I would. Please do.
Yes.
Turns into a giant cat girl.
I see this as an absolute win.
Piggy.
Giant iguana girl.
Come on. You're getting tossed around. I have a feeling you're not gonna survive for long. Especially not when I'm gonna do this. Shit, I'd hoped.
You're no
Cover.
secret boss.
Whoa, don't kick me.
Does anybody think it's a little unfair that Sheba got to survive the main story, but not I?
Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be gone! I would have thought that maybe they would have gotten more of the Reapers to come back to life again, like Show did, but
Also
Cool.
canon.
yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, you can just bring people back from the dead in this universe. Cause
Well, wonder if the like secret stories might explain that we don't have access to yet.
No. My bonus. How dare you? I knew I should have found another job. Stamp. Now.
Me like,
And make sure you put Iggy back in his tank. Fine, here. Now get out of my sight.
I got Spermian. That's all the stamps.
Okay.
Let's head back to Hachiko to get our tickets.
We've been lied to.
at CATV, no love for Sussy K. I mean, if I could bring them both back, I would, but he kind of earned his death.
Yeah.
And to the left. And come on.
All these normal people looking at Rindo like, check out that kid doing sick flips. Whoa.
Whoa! How does it do that? Power music, baby.
Yeah,
Go
next.
get him.
Parkour, parkour.
Hardcore parkour.
You on X Games mode.
Wow, you got all the stamps. Great job, everybody. You're the first team to collect all three. Really?
It does seem odd, and I don't recall encountering any other participants on our way.
As an extra reward, you can move on to the super special bonus round. If you win, you get not just tickets to Shibuya Palooza, but VIP tickets to Shibuya Palooza.
So what?
Endless refreshments included, of course.
No way. Free food and drinks, dude. Yo, Rindo, we gotta get those VIP tickets.
Damn right, we're in.
We might as well, since we've made it this far already.
Okie dokie, let the bonus round begin. Yo, Oshiba! Did he get lost on his way to the club?
Greetings, people of Shibuya. I already don't like this guy. I'll be the one to decide if you're worthy of the VIP seats, or if you deserve to be left out in the cold.
Huh? Oh.
On your marks, get set, go.
And we fight him.
It's just the fight? We're just fighting? Okay, fine.
And now I know your weakness is ice.
Did
Well-
you equip the pins before you fought me?
Yes, the cat is somehow ice elements.
Oh, shit.
Butterfly.
I'm up here now.
Ice, ice, kitty!
Oh,
So
you
they were all
missed.
like, wow, those are the participants. I wonder what happened. They all saw the giant monster deer man and ran. They're like, hey, not today.
Not worth
I
it.
prefer living.
Come on.
This
I love
shit ain't
Shibuya
worth it.
Palooza, but not over that.
The kitties are hitting, I think. I'm not sure yet.
Well, his health bar sure is dropping.
Oh! Uh-oh. Ow. Kitty!
I mean, with this, we've. What is this new? This is new.
I think this is somewhat new, yes. That's
I
not
don't think he made
and some
he didn't
bitches
make a
in the
million
back.
copies of himself, did he?
He definitely made some copies of himself before, right?
But not this many, I
remember-
think.
I remembered 2 at a time. Oh, but they all are a part of the health bar though, so it's fine.
Come on. Come on. Ow.
Wow.
You're hurting me. Please stop.
Was that the point?
Yes, I just don't like it. Come on, let me just hit you. The bomb missed. The bomb missed.
I mean, you gotta know where to throw your bombs, man.
I thought I did.
That is why you fail.
Aha! I got you trapped, my man. And then you ran away.
The hero of bombs is disappointed in you.
I sure do look trapped.
Should have
You know-
started the meatball method.
I guess ice makes sense because he's all about heat, not
Yeah.
necessarily
Mhm.
fire.
Yeah.
True. Oh!
Gotta turn down this temperature.
Ow.
Tell him to cool.
Ow.
Chill.
Chill out. Oh, I hate that guy.
And of course, my entire bar went down to 0 or 100 again. Wow. Oh!
That's
That's just him. Those are just
Oh.
people.
Oh, what do you mean those are just people?
They're just people.
It's Legion. Legion Castlevania.
Miss me. Jetbox. Hey, do you like the heat?
Oh boy, do I ever. Oh!
Saps, can he feel it?
He really felt the heat there.
Oh.
Get fucked. Didn't get a pin though. Incredible. You won the bonus round.
Welcome
Here are
to
your
bonus
tickets.
round.
Here are your tickets to the Shibuya Palooza. You earned them.
Wow.
Nice. We did it.
Whoa, we go with the Shibuya!
We can go to the concert.
We can see Def March.
And Lord Ishimoto.
Mm-hmm.
We did it!
We did it!
Well done. Here. These are your VIP passes.
Glad you had 6 of them.
Okay. Truly, no one is more worthy of endless refreshments than you.
Thank you.
A screenshot of that.
Oh my god, I can't believe this is real life. Shibuya Palooza, here we come.
He's awfully cheery all of a sudden.
You mustn't be so sour, Lord Rindo.
Yeah, it worked out in the end. Let him enjoy this.
No use crying over spilled milk and all that.
Close enough.
That's not. Anyway, let's go live it up at Shibuya Palooza.
Yeah, better hurry to 104.
Did Show not care?
No,
Did Show never care?
dang, it's so crowded.
Good thing with VIPs, huh?
Thanks for losing our tickets, Fret. We wouldn't be here without you.
Aw, shucks, Shoki. All I did was mess everything up.
Untrue, although it did appear that way at the outset.
Can we just drop it already? It's all good now.
Yeah, all that matters is that we finally made it to Shibuya Palooza.
Oh, God.
Yet we are one short of a full party. Has anyone seen Lauren Minamimoto?
Now that you mentioned it, no, I haven't. Not for a while.
Relax. I'm sure he just wandered off somewhere. Some people like to go to concerts alone, you know?
I guess. Minamoto. There was something so strange about him. It was almost like he came from a completely
Yeah.
different dimension.
Eh.
Yeah.
No way that could happen.
Yo, Rin dude. Get over here, man. The show's about to start.
It's finally starting. Even if the world ends after this, I have got no regrets. This is the best day of my entire life.
Okay.
We did it. Hey!
What?
More credits.
That's
Really?
it. That's
All right.
it.
Well,
Oh.
Huh?
little
Oh, you
pause
can-
apparently.
It looks like you can fast
shorter.
forward too.
it's a little shorter than the endgame mode last time.
A little.
Little
But
bit.
I feel like there's still something missing because the game has
There's gotta
a
be
boss
something
rush.
more.
Well, that was fun.
That was
Yeah.
a fun little distraction move.
Good give you a
Yeah.
comedy.
That was funny.
So what was it trying to set up with Show there at the end?
Probably the optional boss fight with himself.
Oh, you think
You
that
know
if we go
what?
and
There
fight
is
him-
probably like a secret little area
Yeah.
in that day, like in the first game.
Yeah. I wonder if I go down to where Suzukichi told us to hide out, that we might find something.
Maybe.
That or the Udagawa wall where, like, the mural is.
To be fair, part of that length was due to the last game needing reasons to do Tintin.
Yeah, a lot of a big chunk of that extra mode in the last game was Tin Pin.
And this game was like, let's not have a special mode.
Look at that guitar spin.
Speed.
Oh, rotating
we did-
gifts.
We did just watch the credits, right?
We did, I can't skip it.
Oh, okay.
But you can.
I can pause it.
That's
But-
it's
okay.
a positive play, huh?
Oh.
Usually that was a skip button.
Listen, we cannot miss Naoto Tada,
Mhm.
Operation Support Theme.
Don't forget Carmelo Cabezzo.
Yes.
Don't forget Greg R. Butchell.
I like Louis Siendo the Third.
Or Chris Farmer.
Fuck it up, Farmer Chris.
Steve! Bye, Steve! Love you, Steve.
Oh, Brian Finkelstein! Yeah!
Benjamin Stein.
Stein.
I love all these guys. Oh my god.
Shell
Baby
Schroeder.
dang!
Kelsey Lawler.
Bob.
I'll be
Michelle
dang.
Schroeder.
This is
Eric,
what we should
so-
come to.
Yes.
We're stuck here.
Yeah.
Christian art. Are they art? Are they art? They're not art! Come on!
Ahmed
what's-
Shah.
What's your favorite character in this game?
I really like Choka.
Me
Shoka's
too.
good.
Joker.
Joker's good. Joker's good. I like Nagi. I wish that she had more than like 2 jokes.
True.
Yeah.
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 You can guess mine.
Brett was fun when he wasn't simping.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and guess yours. What was yours?
You
It's
can
B.
guess mine? My favorite?
Yeah. It's B.
Yeah, B.
Well, I meant from this game though. B, we
Oh,
already
the
had
new
B.
character.
Yeah. Tough choice.
Really thinking.
Well, I have to decide if I like him.
Who, Fred?
It's Suzuki, isn't it?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
Fucking
Suzuki is good.
deer ass motherfucker.
It's Destiny, Jay.
The fun guy.
Oh, actually, hit the button. We're just jamming here.
Yeah.
Just vibing.
Dude, Larry Sparks worked on this, and nice.
Dude, nice.
That name sounds familiar.
Larry,
So if
Sure
Neku and
do.
so if Neku and Beat weren't from an alternate universe, why was it so on about the fact that they couldn't remember things?
Yeah, that's the big question I also had.
Hmm.
I
Maybe
don't
it
know.
was. Maybe it'd be in the reports.
Like, for
Maybe.
Neku, it makes sense, considering, like,
Disney.
He was
No.
kind of,
Laura Disney.
no, he was
No
in
Disney.
Shinjuku for a while.
yeah, for the 3 years. But that doesn't
Or
fit how he gets his
remained of
clothing.
Shinjuku.
Yeah. But Beat just not remembering the cats. Yeah, Beat might just be that kind of stupid, but also, that's a bit much.
It might be that was just their way of expositioning that.
Maybe.
Make it have, or make the main characters have to explain something.
Yeah. Not the best way to do it, but it's good how they did it. It's so hard. It's so hard with Nomura. Like, what do you do when you're trying to focus on something? Oh, you
Jay.
watch crazy writing with your stupid
Jay.
words. People don't talk like
Jay.
that anymore. People don't use these words.
Jay!
Yeah.
The Nomura way is the secret reports.
I guess so. Yeah, I
know,
kept
it's
waiting
really
for there to
fun.
be more and bigger plot twists, but they just kind of never came.
Ah.
Oh, special thanks!
Oh.
Did we get endless refreshments?
Tasty.
Slurp. Take a sip.
Take a sip.
Now.
Okay.
No.
Party in the Booyah!
Party in the
Chapter
Booyah.
end.
Okay.
Oh,
Party in
bonus
the
round.
Boo SA.
Oh, there are like several more pigs. Oh, yeah, so when we look here, we can see all the different things. But on the right side, it says time trial.
Uh-oh.
And I gotta
Moment again.
You have
But
to
as
start
fast
it
as you
over.
can.
Well, I don't need to interact with Hachiko or like that, any of those guys.
Ah.
But you have to do the fights over.
Well, if I want to, like, get to the actual story itself. Oh yeah, they don't have a skip button, they just have a fast forward button. I do not know why they did not include a skip.
That's a little
Yeah.
annoying.
It's for button mashers like me.
I'm holding a single button.
It's a good button.
Well,
Boom.
so are you gonna be able to get back to show before 10?
Well,
That
I'm
seems like a big
wondering if
ask.
there's other things. Like if I just leave now. Because the main place I want to check out is the river.
Why down by the river?
Deep River Society?
Yes.
Nah, they're dead.
There's a
Even
pig
in
somewhere.
the
With the
universe.
fishes.
Oh
Let's-
yeah, and
That's what I want.
the character that Rindo liked, but nobody else did.
Yeah, he
Um,
didn't show up at all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
in
Motoi.
this.
Motoi.
Oh yeah.
There is Shibuya Stream.
They might have got tired of the accent.
You know what would be the best way to find out where we need to go?
Ask
Hey,
for directions.
chat!
Oh.
Hey, chat.
We're asking for directions.
Well. Fancy meeting you here, chat.
Can't go
Nothing?
there. Got it.
Nothing?
Nada.
Okay.
I think I was here.
Oh. Let me
It's so hard to tell how much is left of this game at this point.
I think it's mainly just like the time trial, the no one has done this yet.
Nobody knows.
So the
Okay.
main thing is I can fight. Oh no, show is not here until I do the thing.
Damn it.
Where can I go?
Did we make any saves while we were doing this?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I
you had
did.
to save right before show.
I did. Let's just make a separate save right here.
That's okay, great.
And then I load right here. Hello, my man. I knew
Hi,
saving in
Joe.
front of you was a good idea. Let's just see.
Oh, we just going for it? Okay.
Gonna try and destroy him.
Of course.
With this mirror match.
And I can't.
Finally found you, Faker. Maybe we should have equipped some pins for him.
We have some good
Nah. It's on easy and we're on max level. It's probably fine.
famous last words.
Probably.
I still really like how this looks.
Yeah, this is a very cool arena.
Oh, I never checked the mural. Maybe that is where I needed to go. God. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
Oh my god!
Holy shit show!
Huh.
Oh god!
Yeah.
Oh!
Are you
Max
kidding me?
level 1 easy?
Oh god! Oh!
Show! Show.
Wow.
That certainly was a shit show.
Hey, show. What if we did something fantastic with you?
Bombs, bombs,
Oh
bombs.
No, literally the opposite, Jay.
Swords, 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 swords.
No. Okay, literally the opposite of swords.
Shields?
Yes.
Oh.
Look at this. Can't hit me. I don't want to open up her mind.
Open.
Open.
Open, open.
Okay, let's try it again with less button mashing. No. Okay, so cat, come at me. Oh,
No.
okay. Get ready to big bomb. Come at me. Bomb.
This looks crazy.
Get away from me. Oh. Burn, my guy. Don't cut at me. Ooh. Come on.
I'm gonna find that little shit Joshua, and I'm gonna keep an eye on this guy so he can't drop a goddamn car on me this time.
Is someone upset that they didn't do? Ah!
Yes!
Yes.
Nomura was like, oh yeah, you're gonna be one of the main characters. One of the four top guys the whole game. I was very excited, you know. I was gonna be your best friend, Rindo. I was gonna be good pals with you. Ah!
Huh. Shit, press the wrong button. Oh. Come on. Bump. Missed. There we go. Now I can summon him.
What does
to
the eye
counter-
do?
Whenever I press the button that the eye is assigned to, he will do a counter attack.
Oh.
Like if I press now, he will like immediately counter it. Oh, like so.
Oh.
Nice show.
Multiple eyes, many eyes, both eyes and square. No.
Ooh.
Excuse me. You know what?
Oh my god.
That was a much better attempt, I will give you. But goddamn.
It was. Hey,
He said he's weak to water.
he was last time at the very least. Affinity. Let's check out. Do we have any more water? Any legendary water? I don't like swords. That means I have to get close to him.
I need
Yeah.
Would it be a
No
bad
one
time
ever
to say
expects range attacks up close.
would it be a bad time to say that there might have been a Neku show mode at some point in development? In terms of art, people have found suggests it. Well,
I'm not surprised by it.
it makes me sad.
I mean,
that it
maybe
didn't
that's
happen, but-
why. Maybe that's why Sho doesn't have as much of a presence in the main mode because he was originally intended to have a side mode.
Maybe.
But when it got cut, they didn't like recompensate for it.
Yeah. Kind of feels a little bit like they didn't know what to do with Sho in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like he's just gonna hold, not like, if it's in the game, I'm still gonna go kill Joshua. Even though there's no opportunity for me to fight him. Joshua just kind of showed up and said, hey, I'm your Deus Ex Machina today.
Still weak to water.
All right, good.
Oh.
3D model of Toei Neku was found. Really?
Oh no.
Oh, okay. I've seen a lot of inside of files of games, and a lot of times they're used as like art concept ones, and they're just kind of left in there as dummy files.
Oh, I didn't have the counter ready.
So it might have just been there from development. Like I've seen some crazy things inside of Pokemon realms. There's like a Lance Red fusion sprite, and we don't know why it exists.
Red
fine.
fusion sprite?
It is red, Trainer Red, and it's Lance. Lance's hair sticking out of red. It has the
What?
It's just in there.
Okay, it sounds like in development we were messing around with stuff type of deal.
Yeah,
like testing
Probably.
something.
Testing sprite proportions.
Right. That kind of thing.
Oh god. Come on.
I was super set to have Sho start out as being kind of an uncaring asshole, but then slowly he learned the power of friendship over time. I just love those kinds of
Aw.
that sort of thing. I don't know.
Show us this fucking
He knew
friendship.
who he was.
Uh-oh. Well, he's now doing the thing. Let's get rid of the shield this time, everyone. I think the shield worked.
You're alive?
Oh, we have to get over this way.
Don't worry. You have plenty of health left.
Can you lie even more?
I'm dancing.
I don't need friends. I have math. I'm all out of math.
Shit. Okay. Dodge through you.
But it doesn't matter.
Okay, come on. Oh no!
No! Just as you got the 300! This is hard.
This is hard. He's definitely a lot less aggressive now as well compared to when I had it in the hard mode.
Okay, one more attempt.
Yeah. Ow. Okay, can I get one more?
One more good attempt.
What happened?
You said one more?
What
But
happened?
Jay, you know what one more means.
Yes, I know what one more.
One more actually means like 3 more.
Is that what a counter does?
Good.
That's his counter, yes.
If he counters you, you just die?
I think the main thing is he hit 3 of my guys at once.
And the rule is that it's one more attempt that feels like a good one, and then you stop. Tricky ones just are mulligans. I've been through enough Kingdom Hearts with this monster.
What does that mean? Oh.
I'm just going to chug this
Maybe,
comic large bottle of water.
Maybe before the next Twaylee stream, we should have something ready on the back burner?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Not that we have anything
Wait.
in mind.
We're doing another one of these?
There's like
Is there anything else to do?
boss rush and also the like journals. I'm gonna try and get every single journal off stream
I see.
that I at least can.
Now, last time you read them off camera.
That I did too. And that was a good chunk of the stream. Oh god, I froze you. Okay. Nope. Okay. It's going better. I shouldn't have said anything.
See,
It
you
is-
have a powerful mouth too.
I guess we also have Grace Attorney that we could fall back on.
True.
That too.
You are going down.
Yep. That too.
Go down, my guy.
Very good chunk of health.
And the armor's almost gone too.
This good.
Whatever.
Come back.
This good about.
Oh!
Oh, my boy, show. Oh, we put you on easy mode and put ourselves up to level 78.
I mean, that was technically it's not 10 o'clock yet.
I have
Jay said it, not me.
What the fuck?
If you want to play
You're
it,
right,
blame
Len.
it.
This is the fist boy.
No, I'm gonna kill this boy.
Oh,
You can certainly try.
ow! Don't kick me.
Haha, I got you. Is that a car? No.
Whoa. You know, the main gameplay thing I am a little bit upset about is how the special works, because I liked how when you got a higher percent, you get like a better version of the old specials, and then in level 3 everything became the same.
Yeah.
Oh, go. No. No, I pressed it. I'm pressing a millisecond too early. I didn't have the shield yet.
Oh,
Brutal.
forgot to count your frames.
I forgot to count my frames. You are not done yet, but that is for another time. We probably have.
Not yet dead.
You can dance it, you can sing. But we probably have one more stream of this. I'm gonna try and get everything as prepared as possible for this, which means I actually wonder if I should say we should take a week break from this game just to make sure that it works, so that we have time for Arceus.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
That comes out like,
Next Friday,
yeah.
right, Jay? That's what you thought of, right? We can talk about it, but
It will all
I'm.
make sense one day. It will all make sense one day. It's gonna be fine.
But yeah, so tomorrow we're having break, but on Friday we're doing Stardew Valley.
Yes.
Look forward to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'll make sure to unlock very important things, such as the most important ultimate difficulty mode.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the one thing everyone wants.
Why does he
I want to
look
stab
kind
you.
of like the new character below him?
He kind of does. Angel
A little
face.
bit.
Eh. Okay. Get him out of here. Get him out of my face.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh. And with that, we'll see you on Friday. It was show beat my ass soup.
Phoenix
Ah.
soup.
Sweet
Yeah.
potato ice cream soup.
Oh,
Yay.
the options.
Bye-bye.
Mostly
Bye-bye.
happy ending soup.
Yay!
Yay.
Bye!
Bye.
Right.